Yeah. Sorry. What's up? We're back. Feels crazy, dude. They just straight up gave us free video game in time for Christmas. And I'm gonna be honest, it rocks. We're not even at the end yet. This rules. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we'll just give it a second for some people to get in here. I'm not freak, dude. Do I be honest with you, chat? I think I cracked the case. I do think I cracked the case. I need to like boot into the game and see one thing. Then I think we have the true perpetrator. It just be like that. I just either be asleep and I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm like, oh, that's it. Eureka. Or sometimes it's like, you know, first thing in the morning, I'm like, oh yeah. Is that the unconscious mind at work? Sometimes I write jokes like that too, and then I wake up and I'm like, oh my god, that joke is awful. What was I thinking? Can you see chat? No, Fred. Well, I can see you. The second part, like a minute ago. Hey, I got you. Yeah, so far. In theory, I guess I could look at no, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I got it. I did watch a little bit of the stream to just like catch me up. But hey, if you're watching on YouTube, you don't have to hit the like. But we also stream on Twitch, and you might not be aware of that. My friends like bully me that I don't plug my Twitch enough. I don't advertise. Sorry. Enough about me. Let's play this game, shall we? I'm excited to see how it goes. Oh, OBS just crashed. Ugh. I like to see when the chat moves, but even if I don't look at it. But... Garfield, thanks for subbing. Oh my gosh. One day I'm gonna like, you know. Anyway, let's You too can scare the YouTube celebrity if I'm not a celebrity.
Awesome!
Watch over on Twitch. Hey, Teeny, thanks for the sub. Appreciate you. Johnny, what's good? Well, we're just about to see a child die. Yes, chat. A child. I've been thinking about this long and hard.
You the man.
Wait, I skipped them. Frick, where are they? Am I stupid?
Shall I give you this pear?
I thank for the pear. Thank you. There she is. She's going to hell when she dies. Let's wrap this up. I'm trolling. That's not the actual perpetrator. But that would be funny. Diana's now's your chance to defend yourself. Good luck. I ain't gonna do it. I'm Damon.
Tell me what happened.
Where do I even start, though?
How about you begin by explaining why you went to the boiler room?
Yeah, did someone push a note under your door? Just a thought I had.
Why I went there? It was because of a note.
There was 2 notes.
A note?
2 days ago, someone slid one into my room. I never got to see who. I just heard a knock. And when I walked over, there was a note under my door.
Wait, you still have the note, though. Let's see the handwriting.
I don't remember any of this. Sorry. It was midday-ish, and you weren't there at the time. And I didn't show you the note later because, well, I'll just read you what it said.
Diana, as you are aware, it is our obligation to speak with those who blackmail we have obtained. After receiving your blackmail and reading the information disclosed in it, I believe a meeting between the 2 of us is warranted. In 2 days' time, please come to the underground boiler room at 8:45. Make sure to arrive promptly and close the door behind you. Okay, so the true perpetrator orchestrated this event and made the lock in such a way that, yeah. And I assume maybe left a weapon in there to get things moving. To avoid discourse, do not show this letter to anyone. Do not approach me about it either, even in private. There's always the chance someone can hear.
Wolfie wrote this?
Oh, let me see the. Can you see the? I'm just curious. Is that his handwriting? That's his signature, bro. He signed it like that? I'm not. Not buying it. Not buying it.
Wolfgang had Diana's blackmail, but didn't he have Jean's?
Hold on a sec. If you take a closer look, the handwriting on that note...
Just let the dialogue play out, come to think.
Doesn't it resemble the handwriting on Wolfgang's note?
You're actually right. Even though Wolfgang's note has been water damaged, the words I can make out were in the same messy scroll as Diana's here.
Then someone else was posing as Wolfgang?
The killer, most likely. They must have thought his word was the only one Diana would follow.
We can't look at everyone's signatures and just figure out their handwriting, but it's clear Wolfgang didn't actually call Diana to the room. It just isn't making sense.
Guess it worked, huh?
I didn't want to show this note earlier because I was scared of how people would try to twist it, like saying I faked the note or that I decided to kill because of it. I thought it would be better to just stay quiet.
Right. Until now, which makes sense. All right.
I know you guys think I'm stupid for agreeing to meet in a place like the boiler room. And I am. I am stupid. I just didn't want to disappoint
Why are you laughing, bro? I'm sorry.
in case he really did write the note.
I don't know why you did.
Which was why I left my room around 8:40 a.m. and went downstairs.
Did you catch any strange movement down there?
No. It was just me. I did find the boiler room door hanging open a little bit. But I didn't think much of it. I just went inside and closed the door behind me. Since that's what the note asked me to do.
What did you see inside the boiler room?
The boiler room was really dark. So the first thing I noticed was actually the security camera light. My eyes had to take a few seconds to adjust to everything else. I finally saw him.
Okay. Let's check it out. I've been in there a while. Because he got knocked out with the roller pin.
Wolfgang was lying in the water, making these weird noises.
Much like the YouTuber's commentary.
It didn't seem like he'd even notice me entering the room. Not until... Wolfgang? Hearing his name seemed to snap him out of his trance, because he slowly rose to his feet. Wolfgang, are you okay?
Oh my god, look at that picture.
It's you.
Huh?
An easy target, no less. Yippee!
I can't believe it. I really am finally meeting you.
The frick?
What do you mean?
This is going. What the hell? Oh my god! Yo, me when I had an extra cheese on my pizza, bro. That's my face, bro.
Please, forgive me. Please forgive me for what I've become.
What the dope?
Wolfgang?
Bro, you tripping. What is up with you?
Despite how hard I tried, how much I wanted it to be true, I could never become you. I will always be a failure.
Are you on lean? What is up with you? What are you doing? I don't think lean makes you I don't know what lean does, I'll be honest.
It's okay, Wolfgang.
I can get you some cough syrup. What is it?
Look! There's stairs over here. Come over here and we can get out. I have no idea if he didn't hear me, or if he was just ignoring me. But, okay. I'll get closer to you then.
Oh, honey, you made a mistake.
I went over to the ledge of the platform, the part where the fence had a gap. Just take my hand, okay? And I'll pull you out.
He's not going for the swipe.
He slowly stumbled over.
He has to.
And he held my hand. I didn't really think I could pull him out. I just wanted to be there for him.
biggest mistake of your career.
It was the best I could do. Because I didn't want to enter the water. Staying on the platform felt so much safer. And I really, really hate that it did.
What? What do you mean by that?
It's okay,
Is she like,
Wolfgang.
is she suspicious or?
We'll get through this together, all right? I was looking at him when I said that. I was looking right at him. But somehow...
Oh my god.
Somehow I didn't think to react.
Oh my god!
He reached inside his blazer.
Oh Jesus!
Bring her back.
What the dumb?
Bring
What happened to him?
her.
That's
I
nuts.
tried to leave the room,
I'd be crapping my
but the
pants.
door was locked.
Oh. Well, what did you do? How did you win?
I didn't know what to do. I started looking around for things to defend myself with.
Okay.
And that's when I saw the gun.
The taser gun?
So she did use that.
Did you use it?
I took the taser, and I aimed it at Wolfgang, and
Does she think she electrocuted him?
I couldn't do it.
Oh my god.
I couldn't shoot him.
You gotta.
I just backed away from him.
I can't even commentate, dude. This is drama.
I couldn't understand anything.
I can't either. And I'm supposed I
Why
watched
was
the
this
videos.
happening to me? Why was I being attacked?
Cause it was a trap.
Why
Oh, frick.
can't I do anything to...
Yeah, Jesus, he's creeping me out, dude. This is nasty.
I'm not like you.
Oh yeah, you're 6 feet tall.
I'll never be like you.
What the frick?
I won't give up until the world knows. I won't give up until everyone knows me as...
He exploded.
All of a sudden...
The
everything
generator.
turned white.
Do you have a bomb inside of him?
Everything in front
Oh!
of me.
Don't.
Except Wolfgang. In those few seconds, he became pitch black. And then, so did everything else.
So she didn't actually kill him. It's whoever threw that red device into the water, I guess.
Even though I didn't see Wolfgang fall over, I heard it.
And whoever smacked him with the rolling pin.
His body cracking against the pavement, and his knife falling into the water. I waited for the gasp of pain, for him to groan or mumble or say something.
Like, ouch, come on.
But there was nothing. There was just me and the silence.
Johnny, why do you keep laughing, bro? I don't know. I'm nervous. What can I say? It's effed up.
That's how it happened.
And that lines up with our evidence as far as we know. No reason to say she did it. She's still going to get a vote from, Grace, though. Like, she... But
What? What the?
I thought it was pretty straightforward, Kai.
What the fuck?
He is an influencer, bro. Faking your reactions.
That man attacked you?
Oh my goodness, Diana, I'm at a loss for words.
This is getting too much for me, bros. I think I'm gonna faint.
That character's growing on me. I'm not gonna lie.
Holy shit. So Diana really did watch Wolfgang die.
But why was he so violent towards her? It's like he became an entirely different person.
Well, from our perspective, didn't he believe? Yeah, he believed she had his blackmail, right? Because that was on the note found on his body. I'm double checking. I'm not stalling for content, I promise you. Secret 815. Well, it just says that. We can kind of conclude. It's just a picture of his dad who gives a frick.
The word you're looking for is crazy.
Okay. Despite how hard I try. Wait, that's the wrong character. How much I wanted to be true, I could never become you. Am I stupid? Why would Wolfgang say those words in that particular moment? Probably to his dad? I guess? I don't know. Is there...
How'd you manage to escape the boiler room after all that?
By picking the door's lock.
Right, makes sense. Cosmo had the hair clip.
For reals?
Well, she's not under duress. She would have the time to do that.
I wasn't even thinking. I just started feeling my way back to the door in the dark. And then,
Jesus Christ.
well, my supply bag. I remembered the spare hairpins I always kept inside. So I felt around the back and dug one out. To be honest, I have no idea how I managed to unlock the door.
All right.
The whole thing was repeated trial and error.
Yeah, I'll buy it, sure.
Just minutes of me telling myself that somehow this next attempt will finally work.
Whoa! Actually unlocking the doors. That's like hitting a bullseye blindfolded.
I mean, is it?
Now we know why it took so long for her to escape.
I realized why it happened. Getting trapped inside, I mean. The door's lock was on the outside. So, someone must have set the lock before I came downstairs. So that when I closed the door, I'd be trapped.
The lock is normally on the inside, too. The killer purposely flipped it, then left the door open so you would be the one to close it. As for why the killer locked the door to begin with...
It was to frame Diana, right?
Yeah.
Right.
We're
the
done.
killer made Diana trap herself inside the boiler
Well,
room so they could kill Wolfgang in front of her and force her to remain by his body.
because here, chat, I don't want to metagame, but like, we know everyone outside of the game tournament, other than Diana, has an alibi. So this was clearly done in a deliberate way by someone who was attending the game tournament. We know John and Grace arrived kind of late. Frick, dude, it's... I don't know. I think we got him.
Had their plan worked, Diana would only be able to escape if someone from outside entered the boiler room. By which point, that someone would be stumbling across what looks like a cut-and-dry murder case.
If the tournament folk found Diana, they would have been playing right into the killer's hands.
Yeah, it's a good thing she actually got out.
Speaking of which...
This isn't it. Dude, this puts actually some mysteries from Danganronpa to shame. I'm not gonna lie. This is a little more down to earth, which, you know, that was kind of the appeal of, you know, DR, right? It's like, it's the craziest murder you've ever seen. Which, you know, has its own appeal, but this is like, yeah, you could realistically figure this out. I'm gonna be honest, in some Ace Attorney trials, I didn't figure out, the game just had to feed me the answer. I was like, oh, I don't freaking happen. This one, you genuinely could piece it together, as we've seen.
Diana, I'm curious to know. Did you unlock the door before or after the tournament attendees arrived downstairs?
We already know the timetable.
It sort of happened at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, when I opened the door, there were already people walking down the stairs. Obviously, I couldn't stay inside the boiler room. If anyone saw me close to Wolfgang's body, it would look really bad. The hallway was a bit easier to make out in the dark. So I walked over to a wall bordering one of the storage closets and hid behind it.
Oh.
And stayed as quiet as possible.
Okay.
I was still bleeding a little from Wolfgang's cut, though. And some of that blood ended up dripping onto the floor around me.
Oh, was that actually... Yeah, we'd have to be able to see that in the crime scene.
Hence the blood on the underground floor! It's all coming together!
Right.
This was
okay, that's what
shortly
they mean.
before us tournament goers split up. And you made a run for it, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Down the hallway, up the stairs, and then as quietly as possible into my room. Since everything was still really dark, I had to patch myself using the Tozu Trinket's projection as my light.
Oh, jeez. It's really handy. This is diabolical.
I realize this is a lot, and I know it's hard to believe without proof. So, if you guys could just give me a second.
Is Tozu gonna say... Oh, nope. Oh. She's... Yeah. Removing it.
I cleared up the blood pretty fast. Luckily for me, the cut wasn't that deep. There's still a chance it may leave a scar, though.
Holy crap!
Oh my God. Kai's just he's just stealing my job. That's why I got beefed with him. That's what I'm supposed to say. He's a zoomer. He can say it. I can't.
It's okay. I'll cover it back up again.
That's really not necessary.
Why did Wolfgang attack you for no reason?
I wouldn't say it was for no reason.
Yeah, he has motive, y'all.
You're being kind of insensitive, man.
What?
Huh? I didn't mean it like that. What I'm trying to say is, Wolfgang's actions may look random from an outsider's perspective, but from his perspective, well, judging by his behavior, it seems like he saw something which shook him to his core.
Like,
maybe I'm wrong.
There was something in the room that Diana didn't see?
What?
That's impossible! It was only me and Wolfgang in the boiler room!
What? I mean, other than the red device in the water. Oh, and the note he had.
I don't believe John meant it in a literal sense.
I mean, everything's accounted for.
Wolfgang literally saw something?
He thought he saw something, is my point.
You mean he had been hallucinating?
What? Oh.
What did Wolfgang hallucinate for him to turn out the way Diana described?
Is that a stretch?
You'd be surprised by the sort of things our minds can invent.
Okay, I'll take John's word for it.
I'm lucky to have never experienced anything myself, but I know some who have hallucinated nasty things. Demons and monsters. Or the feeling of being tortured.
Oh my God, dude, that happened to me. It's over. Sorry, guys, no video today. I thought I saw a demon and my life is over.
If Wolfgang went through something similar, I can see why he lashed out.
Okay, so he got knocked out and was hallucinating it was his father. And he wanted to kill his dad? Or something to that degree?
Now, what the heck is going on at sea?
Or could have been his mom? No, he said, I'll never be you. Because Diana has similar hair color, right? Wait. Dang, I don't remember the photo.
Of course, these hallucinations don't just happen out of the blue. More often than not, they're substance-induced.
Oh, right. The pharmacy
Substance-induced?
finally gets introduced. Wait, if she didn't... Oh my God. That means if she didn't fire the stun gun... But wait, the gates were removed. He was injected with something. That's what that mosquito bite on his neck was like.
Just say Wolfgang took a hallucinogenic.
Hallucinogenics?
One which induced a lot of fatigue, too, judging by the way he lumbered about in Diana's account.
It
That's
would explain
terrifying.
why Wolfgang mostly stayed in one place.
Chat, unpopular opinion, especially in this day and age, but... drugs, that's no good. Including lean.
One place, which happened to be in the water.
Seems very deliberate. Aye. I reckon the killer knocked Wolfgang unconscious in order to drag him into the water, but knew he would eventually wake up again. So they drugged him with something which would basically make him despondent. As for where the drug came from...
I can only ponder.
Oh no! Don't tell me the killer robbed...
I knew exploring it was a bad idea.
It? What's this it we're talking about?
Oh my God, Cassie, you were there.
The pharmacy, obviously.
That's like 3 streams ago. Come on, dude.
Why the heck did we think leaving that place open was a good idea? Now someone's stolen an item and drugged Wolfgang. Fuck! I knew our promise was too good to be true! I can't trust any of you guys! And don't say Wolfgang drugged himself! Who wants to be tortured by demons?
Well, stranger people do exist.
That's rich coming from you!
It's just as I predicted. Exploring the pharmacy ended up paving the way for murder. Darn it! There's a fiscal glitch right there. Should I have made more of an attempt to stop people from exploring? Back then, all I did was... I don't actually remember. Relevant flashback. With cautious, yet determined expressions, the students enter the newly opened pharmacy, giving everyone unrestricted access to medication. Sound like a disaster in the making. Having already evoked the group's ire after speaking my mind before, wasn't about to make the same mistake twice. I'll just stay quiet. Let them do their thing. It's not really your fault, Damon. Then again, nobody would have listened to me anyway. Exactly! Like, come on. I feel like Damon's arc is he needs to get over his main character syndrome. The problem is, in the narrative, he is the main character. So it doesn't really... We'll see what they do with that. Especially not with Wolfgang in control.
If we know where the perpetrator got their chemicals, I guess our next step is figuring out how they did the drugging.
Agreed. It would help us better understand the timeline of events, and potentially even validate Diana's testimony.
Sounds like you guys can leave this one to me. I'm the kind of person who knows someone back to front the moment I meet them. If you haven't already realized, I've gone and read this killer like an open book.
Wait, that's literally me. I'm like, I already got the answers. Ignore I have 2 HP.
You're the last person I trust to reach a correct conclusion.
I felt that personally, bro.
Just you wait! The second you hear what I gotta say, you'll be eating those words.
Let's let him cook. Hold up. Pinning down how Wolfgang was drugged may validate Diana's testimony. Question is, how did the killer drug him? We have not started debate for this. I don't know. It's pretty straightforward. Toshi goes special quest, Wolfgang's neck. Yes. Wait. Oh, the smell. We never did establish that.
Just jab him at that point.
How would the
They get him drunk? What does that make? You can't like force him to eat cereal. But yes, he was injected in the neck. How would the killer?
Make him swallow a pill.
The
There was
ultimate
no
drug.
proof they restrained him.
Okay.
Didn't the killer knock Wolfie out? Maybe that was their way of restraining him.
You can't force an unconscious person to swallow a pill.
2 HP.
What if it was a drug? You don't need to eat.
Possible.
Like an inhalable substance?
Inhalable.
Oh, yeah, like a powder or something.
The pharmacy does have a large collection of over-the-counter sedatives, but there's too many for us to isolate any specific
Wait, really?
one.
What else could be in the neck then? How did the killer drug Wolfgang? All the ideas being thrown around, only one has any real merit. Okay. Just gotta pay attention. Took a pill, no. But I mean... Oh, wait, we agree.
Got it.
It's not that I didn't even see that the first pass, dude. My bad. And you know what? I did that on purpose. We gotta see the rest of the dialogue. Come on. Who's in a rush?
Were discussed earlier.
Not me.
It was mentioned he had a tiny red dot below the bruise on his neck. During the investigation, I thought this dot was a scab from a mole or pimple. But knowing Wolfgang was drugged, it's clear to see what it really is. A puncture wound.
Considering the timeline of events, an injection would check out if Wolfgang got drugged a little after 8:15 a.m. and was already feeling the effects when Diana arrived at 8:45
Yeah, that checks
a.m.
out.
Then we're dealing with something which entered his bloodstream in under 30 minutes. Any normal pill would have taken, probably an hour to dissolve.
That's how they work.
Whilst an injection would be much quicker. I see.
That's probably another reason why the killer knocked Wolfgang unconscious. It would have been incredibly difficult to inject him if he was still moving around, only when they had him right where they wanted. Dazed and unable to fight back, did they plunge the syringe into his neck.
With said syringe being filled with a hallucinogenic.
But if this all happened a few minutes after 8:15 a.m., doesn't that make it impossible to pin a suspect?
What? Why is it impossible?
Because everybody's got an alibi for that time.
Right, so the tournament doesn't matter anymore.
I mean, Damon and I were in my dorm room, and the other party people...
We don't know where they're at.
8:15 a.m. Yeah, I was already in the dining hall with Jet, Mark, and Eva.
Okay, so they're clear. So it comes down to Dom. John. Wait. What the?
I left Wolfgang's dorm right after the morning
Okay, yeah, so
announcement and spent the rest of the hour with John.
So she's clear. No, they clear each other. Oh, it's gonna look like me.
When Nona and I were in our dorm room together.
And me and Eloise were already sitting down in the courtyard.
Toshiko was giving me the medication she grabbed from the pharmacy.
Then how could you inject him if you're not in the same room?
And, I stayed in my dorm room until 8:40 a.m.
God, what if it was like a Giga Brain play? Diana's just lying about all of this. It's just like she actually did it. That'd be crazy.
Oh no. If everyone can be accounted for, we really can't discern a suspect.
Yeah, and then it's chaos.
So, we're back to square one?
Tom.
Someone here must be lying.
And doesn't plan to stop.
How do we figure that out? What's screwing us over here? Is there part of this mystery we're getting wrong? Could it be we're overlooking something? I don't remember the order in which people got into the game tournament. That's bad. It was ruled out as having no relation to the murder, because the wires don't touch the water. But the position of it, the fact it's destroyed, the timing of the blackout, one coincidence is easy to wave off. When it's coincidence after coincidence, then there's something more going on. There's something more to the generator.
If everyone has an alibi for 8:15 a.m., is it possible the killer never actually attacked Wolfie at that time? But his little note said to come by at 8:15 a.m., didn't it?
Would have skipped breakfast, right?
Ingrid, do you remember what you said when we couldn't figure out who stole Desmond's taser?
To be honest, I'm drawing a blank.
I don't remember either.
You suggested we switch subjects and discuss Wolfgang's injuries instead, which we did.
What? We never...
As a result, we ended up unraveling more about the case than if we had stuck to the original topic.
Okay.
Right now, we're at a dead end. If we can't get any more leads out of this current discussion, then that's a sign to switch our focus.
Switch our focus to what?
I guess the stun gun? Or the generator again?
I want to take another look at Diana's testimony.
Mine?
Back when you were describing Wolfgang's death, something stuck out to me.
God, get off the screen! I won't give up until everyone knows me as the bomb! All of a sudden, everything turned white. Yeah, everything in front of me except Wolfgang. In those few seconds, he became pitch black. Yes. What's the problem? I guess they're just like, wait, okay, he was definitely killed by an electrocution.
The flash of white Diana described must have been the generator exploding, with the darkness afterwards being the blackout. Think about the order of events there. In just a few seconds, the boiler room's generator explodes, and Wolfgang falls over dead. Doesn't it sound like the two are correlated?
Oi, didn't we go over this already?
We did. The generator has nothing to do with Wolfgang's death. Its wires weren't touching the water.
That don't matter.
Indeed. Which is why the murder weapon is the taser gun.
Diana said she never used the taser, though.
Then she's lying!
Toshiko, what's going on?
What?
What is happening?
That's not true! I never fired the gun!
Did I call it, chat?
It's all good. I believe
Oh, okay. I was like, dude, Rugrat's going out killing people, dude.
Sure, nobody can dispute the gun was fired. What can be disputed, though, is when it got fired. I wouldn't be surprised if the killer fired that gun way in advance. Like, sometime before Wolfgang arrived downstairs and left it in the boiler room for us to find later.
As a red herring?
What? So the taser gun isn't the murder weapon?
If Wolfgang wasn't killed with the taser gun or the generator, what other options are we left with?
This is my current theory, chat. Someone in the tournament room nonchalantly just went and like shot the water, I guess, or like the generator, and blew it up with the taser bolt. I don't know if that just seems like a way to get yourself killed. Like, how do you like do a trial run of that? You know what I mean? That won't work.
The taser gun is the only option which makes sense. The murder weapon can't be anything else.
The true murder weapon. I don't know about that. It's possible there's a third source of electricity we haven't considered yet. I've grasped at straws by thinking of something like that.
Anyway, the only proof Diana never shot the taser is her own word.
Ava! What do you mean?
All the evidence supporting your version of events is circumstantial. The note you showed us? That could be a fake alibi you made for yourself.
It's kind of right.
The fact that it has the same handwriting as Wolfgang's is already suspicious.
No, gotcha.
Couldn't that just mean the same person tricked them?
If you earnestly believe Diana didn't write it, then maybe. But do you see what I'm saying? There's no proof Diana never wrote the notes. There's only her word to go.
Give me a second. Oh, yeah. She didn't draw that crap. Dude, that's my handwriting, bro. Alright. We got it. Layup of the century. Here we go.
Because if she did write them, everything about her entering the boiler room at 8:45 a.m. and being locked inside could be a total lie.
It's not. That's ridiculous, Eva.
I get what you're saying. But if we run with the idea that Diana was the one waiting for Wolfgang all the way back at 8:15 a.m., then we're stuck with the issue we had last time. Why did Diana wait over an hour to kill him?
That's also circumstantial.
Whatever.
None of us know what really went on between those two in an hour. Ruling someone out because they took a long time to murder is stupid.
Without context? Sure, I'd say the same.
No, there's no way you're convincing people of that.
But since the boiler room is unlocked, anyone can enter. If Diana knocked Wolfgang out, then she took over an hour to kill him with that info and all.
Yeah, being trapped. You could get caught any second. Oh, I wonder where everybody is. Oh, I haven't seen Wolfgang in a while. Let's try and find him.
Okay, but who would enter? No one wants to make a detour down some gross, freaky-looking basement. The boiler room is probably the most covert place a person can be.
The most covert place. Funny you say that, Ava. Her words do make sense. After all, I chose to meet Tozu in the boiler room.
Diana claims she didn't write the notes, and she claims she didn't shoot the gun. But where's the hard proof she didn't do any of these things?
The answer lies in what destroyed the generator.
What?
Didn't we already talk about that?
All you guys did was discuss theories, never anything concrete. Settling for a theory isn't good enough when our lives are on the line. In the same way Ava can't rule out Diana's involvement in the case, we can't rule out the generators.
Right.
So, we have to figure out what destroyed the generator? What should we do? Just throw out ideas?
I think I got it. Oh my god. But then where was... Because I don't want to spoil... Like, maybe you're watching this for the first time, but like... I don't know. It's always that delicate balance. Where did we find the goddamn... Yeah. Floating in the water. There is... Okay, it is in the water. Then we got it. Fully intact. Oh my god. Are we missing anything else? No, it's over. Well, this was weird. Chemical reaction. I cannot think of an electrochemical reaction. That's beyond my pedigree. I was really bad at science, Chad. I'll be honest. I did like it though.
It's what we've been doing this whole time.
Oakley dokley.
All right, everyone. Let's put our thinking hats on. If we work together, we'll unravel this mystery for sure.
For sure I said Oakley dokley. That's why I take personal offense.
Ready? On your marks, get set, go!
Non-stop debate. Say random bullcrap till we win. Woo! Okay, I got it now. 2 health. It's more than I need. There's the shrapnel. The...
Why did the generator blow up?
Could have just been an electrical fault.
No.
So, a coincidence?
Had to be at the exact
Is this
time.
the best situation?
Something you could
To be
throw.
waving stuff off as a coincidence?
Something portable, dare I say.
Killer throw something at the generator that made it explode?
Perhaps it's
Let me
the
go, bro.
fault of the tape gun?
No.
The electrical discharge it released
Wasn't actually used.
might have connected with the generator and created an overabundance of energy.
Okay, the generator was really fast. That is
which
strange.
caused everything in the circuit to pop.
Probably. There's no proof anything
besides the taser was involved.
No, that's wrong!
Let's go. Let's go! We got it. You're looking at my eyes. I didn't see chat.
I have to disagree. You say nothing, but the taser could have been involved in the murder. There's one possibility you didn't consider. The shrapnel in the water.
You mean those bits of red metal which were floating around?
Right. The ones that look like the aftermath of an explosion. Due to their proximity to the generator, it's safe to assume the two are connected.
Can't that just be debris left by the generator?
Well, I can't really... She's got a point, for one. Like...
Except this debris is a completely different color.
Oh, true.
It lacks the rust the generator has accumulated. We're obviously looking at the remnants of something else. Which means an object we haven't yet identified was caught in the explosion.
We know it, chat. We all know it, right? And floating near it was another out-of-place item. Okay. Yep.
This is it.
Plug it in the wall to charge it.
Water was also an extension cord, half of which had been burnt away.
Huh? Did the cord get caught in the explosion?
Seems that cord has the misfortune of floating around the wrong place at the wrong time.
You gotta stick with, you can't be sticking with them unscrupulous types.
From what I saw in my investigation, the building's extension cord supply seems to be kept inside storage closet D. So in a way, yeah, it was definitely in the wrong place.
Storage closet D, huh? It was hard to make out much of it in the dark. And after the power came on, Kai came screaming for us to leave our closets.
Yeah.
But I do recall seeing some extension cords peeking out from behind a shelf.
Since we already know the killer raided one storage closet, anyone else willing to bet they raided this one too?
The hell did they need an extension cord for?
Probably something involving the generator, given his proximity to the cord.
I can't exactly figure out how, though. Like, how it was used. You know what I mean? Except to, you know, be... Depending on how long the cord is. No.
Same thing with the red bits. Even though we don't know what they are.
Right, the red shrapnel. This definitely isn't debris left by the generator, so what is it? So far, nothing in the boiler room can be directly tied to the shrapnel. At least not any of the clues that I've already discussed in the trial. I have to flip my thinking, consider the clues that we haven't discussed yet. There's no proof what I have in mind is related to the shrapnel, but when all other options are ruled out, can only turn towards the one that hasn't. The one thing the mysterious shrapnel might be related to. Wait, what? The frick? Oh, I'm doomed, bro. Chat, it's the... I don't know. What? What is the mysterious shrapnel related to? The blackout. It caused the blackout. Chat, this is a 50-50, bruh. This is bad. I mean, it could also be that. What is the logic here? I'm just saying blackout. Is that it, chat? Oh my god. We're gonna go to 1 HP. Oh my god. It caused the blackout! It had to! I'm mad, bro. Chat, what are we gonna do? I haven't saved it forever! What have we not... Okay, what did we not... Okay, that was discussed. I have 47? What have we not talked about? I can't think of anything, bro. What is up with this strange, delicious cereal that is overpriced?
This is it.
Oh my god. Well...
Hold that thought.
Okay.
We may be able to identify the shrapnel using context clues.
How?
During the investigation, there was a strange smell permeating the boiler room. It took me a moment to notice, but when I did, well, the best way to describe the scent would be if you mix cereal and alcohol.
Chat, what happens if you mix cereal and alcohol together? It's just corn.
Cereal and alcohol? Talk about specific.
I don't understand. I don't touch this stuff. Cereal, I mean,
a chemical reaction was at play.
Wait, you recognize the smell?
Chemical reactions can produce some pretty pungent odors. Usually something to the tune of alcohol mixed with cereal. or fruits, or eggs.
Okay, so it wasn't actually cereal.
I noticed the smell going into the investigation.
Could be anything.
But it had completely slipped my mind until now.
Mine too. Wait, hold on. Can we save? Oh my god, we can save. Bullet dodged. Oh, thank goodness. Give me a second. I want to overwrite those saves. Never know when you might need them. Okay.
Could it be a chemical reaction was caused by the taser?
The gun never touched the water. There's no reason for it to be the source of the smell.
What about the generator?
Considering the state of it, that generator would smell more burnt than anything else.
Yeah, that is weird.
If the chemical reaction can't be explained by what we already know, like the generator or the taser gun, we need to consider the possibility that the explanation is the one piece of evidence still evading us, the shrapnel.
Excuse me? Did they make a bomb out of whatever the red device was and some chemicals?
Can someone translate this into less complicated talk?
It was just a long-winded way of saying he's using process of elimination.
I know it sounds like a stretch, but if you follow this line of reasoning, a lot more questions start getting answered. Think about it. If the smell and shrapnel are linked, then whatever object the shrapnel belongs to must contain chemicals.
What?
So we're looking for a metal object, which is also packed with chemicals?
I don't know.
Surely something like that would be kept inside the pharmacy.
Looking at my notes,
There was perfume. There's everything in the pachinko machine.
when we originally visited the pharmacy, I recorded everything I saw. A bright red metal object would have definitely caught my eye, but I don't see one written here.
I got
nothing,
of
chat.
metallic objects in the dorm room, but nothing chemical. Just big old slabs of metal.
I mean, technically gold is a base metal, but it's not a chemical. Big old slabs of metal. Why does that sound so familiar? Was I wrong? Hold on, that's right. What if Ingrid just said now is similar to what she said the night everyone began bunking together? Flashback. I guess this would explain my room. It's littered with all sorts of fancy tools and metals. Okay. At the time, people were talking about their dorm rooms being themed. Could it be shrapnel might be the remnants of the unique device that guy boasted about having in his room? The arcade machine. And we know for sure. Let's put you on the spot. Am I gonna get this wrong? Who talked about that? It was Jet. They were talking about the arcade machine. Or no, what's better, an arcade machine or a... But how does that relate to chemicals? I'm lost, dude. Chat, we're on 1 HP. I'm so screwed. What is actually being said here? Who bragged about having a unique device in his room? Okay, that narrows it down to a more than 50-50 odd. Chat is freaking out. I feel like I'm about to screw myself and screw it.
It has to be you.
Oh, thank Jesus! Thank God!
Jet, I need to ask you something.
Chat, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Doing this live is stressful.
What's up?
Can you tell me what's inside your dorm room?
Like a full-on list?
Whatever works.
Sure thing. I got a pretty gnarly collection of parts and accessories. Blind spot mirrors, lithium batteries.
Batteries!
Wheels,
Frick!
Drinks, you name it.
What?
Oh, I even have the legendary mantle from the 1984's Grand Prix winning speedster.
Just rip that up.
That's what I was hoping to hear.
Cool. So, why'd you want to know? Unless... Wait, I'm not being suspected, am I?
Wait, what did they say about the lithium batteries? I forget.
No. Don't try and rope me into this, bro. I've got nothing to do with the murder.
Is the lithium battery red?
No, you don't. You have an alibi. The only reason I ask is because that mysterious red shrapnel may be the remnants of one of your lithium batteries.
What?
I see. A lithium battery might explain the smell in the air.
Oh my god, that makes so much sense. I'm gonna keep real with you, chat. Oh, I think that was a red herring. Oh, man. I thought it was her game console, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. But, like, this ain't gonna blow up a generator if you throw it in the water, right? It'll just break the 3DS. Dumb. Well, that's even worse, because then, like, who the frick threw the battery in?
And lithium, that's an explosive substance. If it made contact with water, gosh, you'd be left with a mess and a half.
That'd be so smelly. Ugh.
Wouldn't someone have heard an explosion, though?
Someone did hear an explosion. If you were listening to Diana.
I did.
Really?
During the tournament. Right before we lost power.
Oi, that's right. There was a boom.
Wait! I remember hearing it too!
Oh man, and the game was so loud.
I initially assumed the generator made the noise somehow. But if Jet's car batteries contain an explosive substance...
Hey, we had an alibi. We were mid-Falcon Punch, okay? Like, hands were full.
Hey, Jet, were your batteries bright red at all?
Maybe?
God dang. I guess I don't know. Pay attention to my battery color.
You don't know for sure?
I never took the batteries out of their packaging.
Oh.
The packaging isn't red, I can tell you that, but the actual batteries? Yeah, I got nothing.
He doesn't. What's with the extension cable then?
So it can't be proven beyond a reasonable doubt?
Pretty much.
Well, what's the reaction time of a lithium battery?
The reaction time?
When a lithium battery hits the water, how long does it take to combust? I think, once we know that, we can decide whether or not the battery is relevant to the case.
A lithium battery would be an almost instantaneous reaction, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Lithium isn't a metal I've worked with, but it got beat into my head never to mix it with substances it doesn't like. All that electricity, the battery would have let out when it hit the water. It must have went straight into poor Wolfie.
What? Oh, right, Wolfie. There's two, you know, like, canine-centric figures.
There's warning labels on the battery for a reason.
Okay. If the reaction is instantaneous, then the battery would have entered the water only seconds before the generator exploded. That's really weird.
Is it?
According to Diana's testimony, when the explosion happened, she was still holding the taser gun. In which case, who threw the battery into the water?
Someone in the gaming tournament.
Huh. Good point.
Because of that vent we were forced to look at.
We can rule out Wolfgang, since the Blackens can only be a student who kills another student. And Diana.
It was only Diana and Wolfgang in the boiler room. So unless Diana herself was the one to throw the battery,
That doesn't make any sense.
then the battery can't play a part in the murder.
No, yes it can.
I didn't throw the battery. I promise.
The shrapnel and generator are too close for comfort. They must be correlated. I'll admit that Diana throwing the battery is a possibility, but that's all it is, a possibility. She would have to know that he was in there. And that would have been premeditated. That's such a dumb way to kill somebody. There may still be another way of the battery to enter the water, and until I've ruled that out, I won't settle for a culprit just yet. Oh, sweet baby Jesus, we got 1 HP. Oh, dump. Oh, dump. Extension cord. Okay, the cord.
If the battery is related to the case,
Never came up.
only Diana could have thrown it in the water.
That's not true.
My arm had been cut. Lifting a battery would hurt too much.
Neo
weak are
batteries
you?
are pretty lightweight, though.
Yeah, I don't know what the...
The battery clearly couldn't have fallen from somewhere, so it must have been
Crap,
submerged
button.
another way. Perhaps something akin to what Eva described?
If that battery is the murder weapon, why is there a taser gun?
Maybe
To troll?
it's a red herring.
Yeah.
Judging by the shrapnel, the battery would have landed in the water
Okay.
a few inches from the generator.
Let's hear this
Not
out.
the hardest shot to make.
Okay. Everybody's quick to say the battery was thrown, but why don't you the boiler room? What object the killer could have leveraged? Where does that vent go? What that person considers impossible is starting to sound anything but.
If
That
the battery
person.
is related to the case, only Diana could have thrown it in the water.
But my arm
Dumb
had
chat, I
been
have no
cut.
idea.
Lifting a battery would hurt too much.
The vent is
Neo
right
batteries
there.
are pretty lightweight, though.
The battery clearly couldn't have fallen from somewhere, so it must have been submerged another way. Perhaps something akin to what
Am I even in
Eva
frame?
described?
If that
I'm so
battery
confused,
is
chat.
the murder weapon,
I know it's either of
why is
these.
there a taser gun?
Because this shows the vent.
It's a red herring.
Judging by the shrapnel. the
But then
battery
whoever
would have
put, then
landed
whoever
in the water.
would have put the battery, you could wrap it up. Oh my god, that's what they did. It's not actually connected to anything. Like, there's not a male part of the cord. They wrapped the battery, like tied it possibly, with the extension cord. Is that possible? That would explain why that part is frayed off. It wasn't cut at all. Internal plug is particularly slim. Chat, I'm just gonna get it wrong, alright? Let's just get it wrong.
A few inches from the generator.
Okay, don't say a few inches. Okay. That person.
The battery is related to the case. Only Diana could have thrown it in the water.
I don't want
But my arm had been cut.
I don't know.
Lifting a battery would hurt too much.
Neo batteries are.
I don't want to get a game over so bad,
The battery
dude.
clearly couldn't have fallen
From somewhere.
I gotta wait. I'm not stalling for narrative tension, I promise you. I'm just scared. I'm pretty sure it's them, though. Were they in that one picture when we're all playing games?
If the battery is related to the case, only Diana could have thrown it in the water. But
we give up.
Damon,
We failed.
Diana was the only other person in the boy.
Well, that's what the game over screen looks like. Oh! Oh! So I was freaking out this whole time. Man, that's I was
The
stupid.
battery is related to the case. Only Diana thrown it in
I'm
the
just
water.
shooting blind then, bros. Okay, so it has to be a couple inches then. Okay, hurry. Couldn't have fall. The battery couldn't have fallen from somewhere.
So it must have been submerged another way. Perhaps something akin.
Is this right? Chat, if I knew there's no like penalty for getting game over.
Landed in the water. A few generator.
Frick. Well, that didn't work.
Yep.
Do I play these games or what? My
Battery is
god.
related to the case. Only Diana could have thrown it in the water.
I already did that one.
Damon,
Damon, you're an idiot. I'm sorry.
related to
Maybe Toshiko? Okay, hurry. Come on, speed running. Freaking Jesus.
If the battery is related to the case, only
Yeah,
Diana
I'm
could have
so-
thrown it in the water.
You figured out like an hour ago.
The battery clearly couldn't have fallen.
From somewhere.
Okay.
No, that's wrong.
9th try, baby. When he had, you know what threw him off? It was the yellow text.
No.
I'm just saying.
The battery might actually have fallen from the generator.
What makes you say that?
The shrapnel's position in front of the generator suggests there's a correlation between the two.
Okay.
However, it's unlikely Diana threw the battery at the generator. Not only is the boiler room difficult to see in, the generator is positioned far enough from the concrete platform that Diana, with her wounded arm, would need to stand on the platform's edge to make the shot, which would obviously put her in danger of being attacked by Wolfgang again.
Yeah. Wolfgang was really close. He could reach over to me if he wanted.
If the battery hadn't been thrown, the only other possibility is that it fell down into the water. And considering the layout of the boiler room, what else could the battery fall off of? Except the generator.
Are you
So it
saying
was
the
placed there-
battery was sitting on top of the generator?
Oh, right. It was placed there before. And that's their way to kill whenever they wanted. They might not even have to open up that grate. Not on top, but maybe. Oh, what? Okay. Let's not jump ahead. What position was the battery in? Suspended over the generator, leaning over the generator, teetering over the generator. Oh, no dang. Suspended? Oh, I can't look at the picture of the generator. I like that phrasing the best.
I got it.
Okay, cool. Jesus.
The battery
No, I'm just
may have been
freaking out over
suspended
everything.
over the generator.
Suspended over.
The battery was suspended by something. The presence of that item starts to make a lot more sense. Alright, we're all done. Sorry. Deep breaths, dude. I don't usually look how many viewers I have on a live stream, because that just tilts you into oblivion. I found out yesterday, thanks to my lovely friends. It's like, oh, dumb. So if I goof up, it's like, oh, that many people saw. Well, I want to die.
This is it.
For some reason, if it's a video, I don't care. If it's live, it's like, oh my god, it's...
The killer could have tied the extension cord around the battery.
Stop bragging.
And slung the battery over the generator. If the cord and battery were tied together at the time of the generator's explosion, it would explain why half of the cord had been burned away.
The more you explain it, the more unbelievable it sounds.
No, it's a pretty manageable thing to put together.
What if that's the point? Maybe the killer chose a crazy method because no one would believe it.
I don't see how weaving a cord into the mix is any more beneficial than leaving it out.
Maybe they had to do it, Winona.
If anything, the cord adds extra weight.
Which would be especially inconvenient for Diana, because her arm was bleeding.
Okay, Toshiko. She really tried to act like she didn't kill him. Oh my god.
It wouldn't benefit Diana to hold the cord. So, what if she didn't? Something else may have been supporting the cord instead.
Something like... Wait, I actually don't know this, frick. Something supporting the cord. An object holding the cord? What if it was just plugged in to like a wall outlet? Inside the kitchen? Are we saying that with this? Because then it would just look... No, then a cord would be going into the vent, and that would look really weird. Jet way before the Terminator... What the heck is this doing here? And like, whole plan is ruined. No. No. So it's 2 and 4. I know I'm sweating, but we can't lose anymore. It's not... Wait, a third person holding... Yeah, that's what we should say. Because we're trying to implicate someone else. Let's just go with that.
Yeah,
Frick.
like Diana.
Shut up. That's the second person.
It wasn't me.
Dang it. Okay, that's number 4.
I got it.
Should've went with my gut instinct. Son of a gun.
Throughout this trial, we've assumed the killer held the battery in some form or another. If the battery was on its own, the killer tossed it in. If the battery was wrapped with a cord, the killer held the other end of the cord. But in the same way something else can hold the battery, can't something else also hold the cord?
Ugh, my head's starting to spin.
Are you talking about something which could keep the cord in place?
Something to keep the cord in place. If I imagine the cord and the battery it's tied around. In front of the generator, it's the same spot where the shrapnel had surfaced. What am I looking for? I don't know. I mean, that's the only thing that lights up around here. Wait, do I have to hit that? Sure.
This is it.
Okay, cool. I didn't see.
The killer tied the cord to the vent.
What vent?
But we looked at that. Did we look at it after? No, we did it before.
It connects the boiler room and the dining hall.
There's a vent above the generator?
You should remember sunlight shining into the boiler room. That's where the vent is. The vent itself is set a bit far back into the wall. So, you probably assumed the spot was a small window or something.
Yeah.
If the boiler room and the dining hall are separated by one vent, does this make the wallpaper thin, or...?
Don't worry about it.
There's 2 vents. The boiler room vent and the dining hall vent. Both are connected via a small ventilation shaft.
Okay, so that's official. You sure on that?
I was able to get a close look at the boiler room vent after Ava and I woke up, which is why I know these details.
How close is close for someone under 6 foot?
Ava helped me reach the vent.
By?
Letting me sit on her shoulders.
What's the big deal?
Quite the visual.
What is that? What? I don't know. Don't rub it in. Is he embarrassed? He's not like 10 feet tall? How tall is Damon? I am pausing. That is the average. I'm pretty sure. Or is he embarrassed he was touching a girl? That'd be far more reasonable. I'm sorry, but you know, I don't get it.
Anyway, if the killer tied one end of the cord to the vent and the other end around the battery, they could suspend the battery over the generator.
Something like that would result in an explosion.
What do you mean?
You say the killer tied one end of the cord to the vent and the other end to the battery. However, indoor extension cords are much longer than regular cords. They can be upwards of 9 or more meters in length, as opposed to the average cord's 2 meters. 9 meters is significantly longer than the distance between the vent and the boiler room floor.
Maybe they had a lot of them? I don't know.
If the killer wanted to tie the battery to the cord's other end, they would be tying it to something which is already submerged in water.
What?
I see. It is an impossible setup.
No, it's not. I'll let you get away. Not necessarily. The killer can have greatly reduced the length of the cord by doing that. Cutting it? Yeah, they have a knife. Or at least they knew where a knife was. Yeah. Frick!
Cut the cord using what exactly?
Scissors? That's what anyone would use, right?
And where exactly did these scissors come from?
Pachinko machine!
Could have been the storage closets. They're packed with tons of stuff, so...
Well, I've been through those closets twice now, and I never saw scissors.
Excuse me? I don't know, maybe they bit into it like a goddamn squirrel!
Not even pliers?
I didn't see pliers either.
Did I get it right or wrong? I don't...
Could the cord have been cut with Wolfie's knife?
I mean, he was supplied with that well... We actually don't know if the killer gave him that knife or not. Could have brought it with him to just, you know, kill whoever knew his secret, I guess.
You believe the victim set up the murder trap?
So this whole thing was a suicide mission?
Oh my god. That definitely is not the case. I already lost that much HP. Y'all gotta be kidding me. Let's use some logic here, Damon. It's obviously not that.
I got it.
Okay. You know.
The extension cord is pretty thin and flimsy.
That's how big a lithium battery is? Chat, I was thinking like a little, you know, like you put in like a camera or something. Thing's massive. I had no context for how big the battery was. Let's move on.
If they wanted the battery to be secure, they need to wrap a lot of cord around it. Probably to the point there wouldn't be much spare cord remaining.
An idiot. Why did I think?
Which is a good
like
thing.
This would be big enough to blow
it. The
with.
spare cord is what the battery will be suspended by. So long as the spare cord isn't too long, the battery will sit safely above the water.
But how would they remote detonate it? Did the timing matter? Yes, the timing definitely mattered. Because when they say, I stopped taking notes. I'm sorry, I'm doing something else on my. When was Diana summoned there? And okay, it was around 8:45. Then why did the killer wait until 9:35? That I do not get. I guess we gotta figure that out as well. I mean, do we? Probably.
So much effort.
You kidding me?
Agreed. How do you even submerge the battery into the water under those circumstances?
How? Simple. Just the cord's position. All the killer need to utilize is a certain aspect of the boiler room. Damon, hold up, what? Aw, oh, god dang it. I actually have no idea. We're using a lot of electricity in the gaming room. What is even the question? I swear to God, I'm paying attention. What did the killer use to adjust the cord's position? How do I click on that? Guess I'm just gonna hit the vent.
This is it.
Okay, thank God. We got lucky. Happens sometimes. I know, big.
Like I mentioned earlier, I gave the vent a close look after originally waking up in the boiler room. Part of my inspection included opening the vent to get a better look at the other side.
The vent can be opened?
Not all the way, but far enough for the vent to cause a domino effect if then closed.
Excuse a domino effect?
In our case, a domino effect involving the extension cord tied to it.
I don't get it. I really don't need a visual.
If we assume the vent must be open for the battery to remain a safe distance above the water, we end up with a pulley system. To prevent the battery from entering the water, the vent is literally pulling the entire cord backwards. Ergo, it's not just the killer's own measurements keeping the battery in place, but the vent itself.
Well, how would moving the vent on the game room side of the kitchen affect this vent? That's what I don't get. Got a lot of vent talking.
Having opened one of these vents before, I can tell you how tough they are to move.
Wrapping my finger around the grate directly in front of me, pull it as hard as I could.
A lightweight battery definitely isn't heavy enough to pull one shut. It takes an actual person to close one, which is great for the killer, because it means they get to maintain full control over when the battery enters the water.
Yeah, we figured that much. Chad, is it crazy to me? I've not paid a lot of attention to vents in my ventilation shafts. I don't know. I'm not
close the vent,
seeing.
The cord should slide forward and submerge the battery into the water. When that happens, the boiler room water becomes electrified by the battery's components, which in turn causes electricity to pass directly into the body of Wolfgang.
Okay. Yeah.
Exactly which vent is the cord being tied to?
The boiler room vent.
Funny. Earlier, you said there's a small vent shaft connecting the boiler room vent to the dining hall vent.
Yeah, there's like no way to
Assuming
attach
the
them.
killer is operating this trap from outside the boiler room, since we know there were only ever 2 people in that room, how would they even be able to reach the boiler room vent?
She got me there. I still can't figure that crap out.
Like you said, there's a separate vent in front of it.
She's got a point. Dang it. I'll be honest, I wouldn't even have brought that up. I've been assuming the cord is tied to the boiler room vent. But I fail to consider the ventilation shaft. What if... I don't know. There's 2... like... extension cables. Right? Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Again, consider it harder to reach the boiler room. Reach down the shaft first. Not just that, I've never tested if the boiler room or vent can open inwards. Only got it to open outwards. The logic of vent on the opposite side of the shaft. Does that make sense? I mean, you'd have a...
Could only mean one thing.
But we didn't find another extension cable.
The killer never tied the cord to the boiler room vent. They tied the cord to the dining hall vent.
That just creates the same problem as before, but reversed.
No, it
Instead
doesn't.
of the dining hall vent making it hard to close the boiler room vent, it's the boiler room vent making it hard to reach the dining hall vent.
God, this is getting confusing. So many vents, dude.
All the vents may seem like an obstruction, especially since they can't be opened all the way. There's a very easy workaround. All the killer needs to do is fit the extension cord between the grates of the boiler room vent.
Oh yeah, the grates. You mentioned something about them earlier.
I don't know how that's going to play into it.
Right. When you described opening the boiler room vent.
Wrapping my fingers around the grate directly in front of me, pulled as hard as I could. This isn't prologue.
If you can fit
I
your
remember.
fingers between the grates, there's no damn way you can't fit a cord.
Right.
Exactly. After which, you could slide the cord through the ventilation shaft and out the opposite end for the killer to then go and tie to the...
Actually...
What the... Hit us with the... actually... Alright, what you got?
Hello?
Hi.
What is it now?
There's something I still don't understand about your theory. It's to do with the logistics of the cord.
The logistics?
Its size.
Oh, we're back on how he just knows the average length of an extension cord. Never mind. Find a way to combat his argument like I've done countless times already. So I'm not counting this, Damon. It's like 12. Come on now. We can handle that. All right. Generate a blackout extension cord. I'm just going to the extension cord.
I understand the boiler room vent can be opened. Maybe not all the way, but enough to fit an extension cord through. What's bothering me, however, is that the boiler room vent was closed during the investigation.
Wait, that was bad?
Which means it must have been closed during the murder.
We screwed up. Okay. This argument's made sense. Or for one fatal flaw. Alright, we gotta swipe there.
The boiler room vent can be opened. Maybe not all the way, but enough to fit an extension cord through. What's bothering me?
It's this one. It's this next one. Dang it. Whoops.
Is that the boiler investigation.
I don't actually know what
Which
to say there.
It must have been closed during the murder.
Man. Oh, okay, we're supposed to progress. Alright. Okay. I'm so good at video games. Alright, keep talking, big guy.
I don't see a problem here. The killer doesn't even need to open that vent, because it could simply slide the cord between the grates.
Indoor extension cords may be thin, but the plugs on either side of them aren't.
Oh, true.
How can the killer fit both those plugs between the gaps in the vent grate? Either the boiler room vent was never involved, or it was open at some point, and someone else closed it. That is my issue.
Okay, he's making a good point. I see where he's coming from. Sure, you could connect another extension cord, but then the problem is... Wait, no, you could just tie them. No, that doesn't work either. Because look, I mean, we can't see the cord, but like... That is a problem. This argument might have made sense if it weren't for one fatal flaw. I cannot figure it out.
Indoor extension cords may be thin, but the plugs on either side of them aren't. How can the killer fit both those plugs between the gaps in the vent grate? Either the boiler room vent was never involved,
I'm gonna be here
or
a
it
minute,
was
chat.
open at some point, and someone else closed it. That is my issue.
Do we say the gap? I don't... Because they're already saying, like, the knife was not used, right? I think I just gotta start swinging.
Indoor extension cords may be thin, but the plugs on either side of them aren't.
I'll cut through those words!
I don't know how, but I will, I guess. Woof. Overthinking? The ultimate overthinker.
If you insert the cord through the boiler room vent first, it's possible to fit the cord through. You just need to start with the internal plug.
What?
The cords in Storage Closet D have a slim internal end.
Oh,
this
that's
can
what they're
easily
calling it.
be slid through the gaps in the vent. Once the killer ties the cord around the dining hall vent, presumably with a knot, the cord won't be at risk of sliding back out either.
I see. When put like that, whether or not the boiler room vent was closed isn't really relevant.
Well, hold on. How'd they get it in this position, then run up to the cafeteria to tie to that part? Oh, no, I see. They're in the cafeteria, they tie it, then push the battery in. You'd have to be very precise. Like, almost to an ultimate level to calculate this.
How'd you figure all this out from some shrapnel and an extension cord? This is crazy.
He's literally stealing my commentary. Piss off, guy.
At the same time, what he's describing sounds plausible.
Okay, we got it.
Since the battery was suspended over the generator, it's no surprise the machine ended up the way it did.
I was trying to do this last night, bro. I would have died. like from brain, like aneurysm.
Fortunately for Diana,
goodness,
she was safe by virtue of remaining on the platform.
Chapter 1.
I imagine that was also the killer's intention.
The killer kept her on the platform?
They must have known they were injecting Wolfgang with a hallucinogenic. So, it's possible they hoped his behavior would scare Diana off from entering the water. Although, even if Diana did die, the moment people realized only she and Wolfgang entered the boiler room, they'd probably call the whole thing a murder gone wrong.
Well, all of this certainly changes things.
Huh?
If the killer is someone who needed access to the vent, and needed to be operating from the dining hall, then everyone who attended the tournament is a suspect.
What?
No way!
One of the tournament attendees is the killer. Oh no! Dang it! How did I not realize my hands were on the controller? In fact, the killer could have access to the vent, which means it must have been the dining hall at the time of Wolfgang's murder.
So we can reduce it down to 8 people. Damon, Kai, Grace, Eva, Cassidy, Jed, Mark, and John.
That's a lot of people.
It was probably Cassidy. She set the whole thing up.
Hey, I was only trying to improve the mood.
It wasn't me.
Oh, this is chaos.
I was playing a game with Damon when the lights went out.
I had to play music.
You're adjacent to a plug, Mr. Moggy.
Me too.
You never touched my equipment.
Wait, what?
I meant I was watching Kai and Damon play.
I was spectating as well.
Me too.
Me 3. And Cass 2, I think. I was too focused on the game to remember who was or wasn't there.
If everyone's
Same.
telling the truth, then all 8 of y'all were crowded round the same spot?
But their eyes were fixed to the screen.
Near the right wall where the TV was set up. It's also the furthest wall from the vent.
Seems like someone is lying again.
Tournament participants who flipped the vent could deduce who that is by determining everyone's position directly before the blackout. Problem is, I myself have been totally preoccupied with the game. Never got to look at the actual people around me. If we've learned anything from this chapter, don't play video games. You'll die. Never got a good look. Crud. Ah, crud. Wait, is that it? Well, I never got a good look at the others. I can still deduce their general positions. And if they were near me, whether or not I heard them. Think, Damon. Who and what did I hear back then? It was you. Only person I never heard. There we go.
It has to be you.
I had to do one last time.
The killer is Ava.
Huh?
Ava's the only one whose position I can't account for. Mark was mixing a track at the time Kai and I were playing a game, so I know he must have been stationed at his pad. And everyone else? I remember hearing their voices over the sound of the game.
Chat, my epiphany last night was she had the red game device. She threw it in there. She opened up the grate and just tossed it, right? Or like attached something to the portable device. I was kind of right, but the lithium battery? I've never seen a lithium battery before.
Everyone except Ava.
We got her.
In fact, the last I saw her, she was standing in the corner of the room with the vent.
That is true. Wasn't she on the recliner? Was there a recliner? I don't know.
So Ava flipped the vent?
Oh man! And the reason no one heard it is because the music was too loud!
Don't blame me. I was just doing what I was told.
Yeah, it's not your fault. You know.
No one's blaming you. We're all in on Eva.
Care to contribute anything, Eva?
I didn't flip the vent.
Come on.
Well, Damon says you did.
So we're at an impasse. Like, also, Mathley probably could figure out how much, you know, extension cord she needed. I'm just saying.
Damon says a lot of things.
F you. Well, that's not much of defense.
While you aren't technically wrong, I don't think that counts as an argument.
I'm like all giggly, but she's gonna die in the most horrific way.
His theory is full of plot holes. He just refuses to point them out.
Then someone else do it. You do it. You can do it. What are these supposed? Are the plot holes in the same room as us right now? Ever?
What plot holes?
The cord.
What?
In retrospect, you were so quick to accuse me that you overlooked a huge problem with the cord. If I'm the killer, how did I dispose of it?
Which room did you search? Also, you wouldn't have to dispose of it if you just untie the knot, right? Am I tripping? We didn't really see the knot, though. All right, Eva and Grace entered storage closet A. Weren't Aren't the extension cables in C? No, like what? That doesn't matter.
Trick question. You left the cord tied to the vent.
What then? It unraveled by itself and fell into the water?
I mean, she unraveled it.
Yeah, you got me there.
Why could she not unravel it? I don't understand. How did Eva get rid of the cord? I'm sure it's possible she knew to untie it at the right time. Why not? Excuse me? When everyone left before the blackout, during the blackout. No, before the blackout. She caused the... Am I stupid? When did Eva untie the cord? Wait, yeah, during the blackout. She could have, like, just... I don't know, maybe she has pockets? She could have hit it. We couldn't see anything.
I got it.
Yeah, easy. Okay. What about these...
Dispose of the cord.
Closet?
Just untied it during the blackout.
She untied the knot during a blackout?
Being the one who set up the trap, Ava could have easily practiced untying the knot in advance. Or she just made it a really simple knot.
Probably got the second one.
Either way, it wouldn't be any more difficult than untying your shoelaces with your eyes closed.
If Ava untied the cord, did it also fall into the water?
Diana's testimony says as much.
It does?
During your confrontation with Wolfgang, you recounted hearing certain sounds.
What is this? What is this mention? I'm not like you, I'll never be like you. I won't give up until I'm known as... All of a sudden everything turned white. Everything in front of me except was pitch black. And then so did everything else. Plop. Okay.
The first sound was obviously the battery exploding.
And then the plop sound was the extension cord falling into the water.
And the second.
Yeah.
When you
okay, we
first
got it.
recounted the story, you said it was the sound of the knife hitting the water.
But what if it wasn't?
But why would a thin knife make such a big splash?
Then, do you think...
What really caused that sound was probably the extension cord falling into the water.
When you say it that way, it does seem likelier.
I should have known. The kid who lied about her talents and tried to lie about the Tozy trinkets. I should have known. I should have known only Eva fucking Sadaka would kill Wolfgang!
You're right that Eva's lied to us several times already.
But she's just a mathlete. How did someone like her come up with something this complicated?
Because she's a mathlete, bro. Revenge of the nerds. It's probably too old for you.
Her talent would give her the upper hand in all that measurement nonsense.
Even so, the sheer volume of items Eva had to steal.
Well, it's just a lithium battery, right? Oh no. Oh, she also came to us with like, Desmond and these weapons. Pretty weird. Why did she do that? Maybe just to sow suspicion for this trial?
She's been under heavy suspicion these past few days. How did she sneak into Jet and Desmond's rooms without being noticed?
Yeah, I got no clue.
It's impossible. Wolfgang even got mad at me for being late to the dining hall by a few minutes. I've been watched the entire time I've been here. There's no way Jet wouldn't have noticed me taking his battery.
When we were all preoccupied.
Right on. No one steals from me.
Well, no, you were you were setting up the tournament thing the whole day. Like a long time ago.
They already did.
And anyway, how could I enter the cord through the boiler room vent when I can't even reach the top of the generator?
I don't know. Wait, hold on. Don't we have an item that's like... There's plenty of items you could use to boost yourself up. You wouldn't even have to do that, though. Hold on, look at the, where is it? We've already discussed. You just feed it down into the thing. You just eat it, you know? Is that a problem? Also, wasn't there like a step stool in the... one of the closets?
If anything, you should be suspicious of the taller students.
Suffering from... She's short maxing. What do we do? I understand why people were doubtful. I can't let the conversation continue like this. Eva did, in fact, have a way to reach the vent. All she did was use... fucking boxes? I guess? I don't know. Whatever.
Eva grabbed one of the boxes on the concrete platform and placed it next to the generator.
That's setting myself up. Removing a box would reduce the amount of boxes on the platform from 3 to 2.
Okay.
Flexing your mathematical prowess, I see.
I'm saying Damon would have noticed if a box was missing, since there's so few of them to start with.
In hindsight, this also makes sense. She was in the boiler room the most.
But he never noticed anything.
Staring at them
because
stains.
there were just as many boxes as there
The
were last
stains.
time.
Couldn't you just move the box back after using it?
Then the underside of the box would be wet, which it wasn't.
Right.
This I can confirm.
Okay, I suck. Whatever. Could you just jump on this railing? Why is that not possible? You grab onto one part of the generator, put your leg up, and yeah, just like jostle up there. But I'm not sure if I can actually click on the railing. I'm gonna go for it.
I'm not tall enough to reach that high.
Frick, yeah. Well, alright. Whoops. How could she reach? How did she reach the vent? I don't know. Oh my gosh. I don't know, I'm just clicking on random stuff. It's game over, baby. We're getting 2 game overs. Can I move the camera? Oh, dump.
This is it.
Okay.
Ava, to reach the top of the generator, you simply stood on one of the boxes in the boiler room.
Technically right the first time.
There's already a huge pile of them near the generator itself. You could easily push one up against the machine.
Ah. She would have known about those boxes in advance, too. Since she explored the boiler room with you ahead of time.
Okay, I could have used the boxes to reach the top of the generator. And I could have fit the cord through both vents if I inserted the right plug. I can do both of those things without attracting suspicion. What I can't do without attracting suspicion
Stealing.
is opening the vent.
Oh. Wait. Yeah, I mean... What?
Which vent are we talking about?
I know, there's so much
The
going
dining
on.
hall one. Based on what Damon's saying, it needs to be opened for the killer's trap to work.
We were in the middle of a match that you knew was going to be happening.
But opening it during the tournament is asking to be caught, and opening it before the tournament is useless because Jet, Cassidy, and Mark would see it while setting up.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Okay, that's trickier. The second
If
part.
there was an open vent with a cord tied to it, I would have noticed for sure.
Now that Eva mentions it, I'm pretty sure the vent was closed during setup.
The vent was
See,
closed?
There's no way I can execute this trap without being caught.
Oh, don't.
It's a stupid trap anyway. All the cord and vent stuff is too complicated. There's a billion ways it could go wrong. Damon's just making stuff up. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, okay.
What the? That's bull.
Get it, you four-eyed troll! You can't talk your way out of this one!
Oh my god. Get her. Get her, Grace. I'm on your side for once. Oh, okay.
The only person who would be sick-minded enough to kill Wolfgang is you, and only you!
Whoa.
Don't you fucking try and tell me otherwise!
This is some... Where's this coming from? What is going on? Okay, I mean, let her cook, I guess, but I don't see why. Extension cable, game... Oh my... Okay,
You can't say I'm the murderer just because I sat near a vent.
It seems to be pretty good evidence to me.
Wait for one.
Wolfgang exposed you for the snake you are.
Oh, what?
And you despised him because of it.
Oh, come on.
You have a motive.
Perhaps our understanding of the mechanism is wrong.
Is this the last one?
Maybe it wasn't closing the vent that triggered it, but something else?
Do you have any evidence to prove that?
Could be
Even
anything.
if this trap
Literally.
was used, you can't guarantee it operated the way Damon described.
How
I need a clue to
so?
say otherwise.
Well, the battery could have been tied to the extension cord with a special knot which can untie by itself.
Don't
After
agree
a
with
bit
that.
of time passes.
She's the culprit.
There's even less evidence for that.
Yeah, that's impossible.
Evidence. No one here cares about evidence. I just happened to be at the game tournament.
She's talking about the tournament.
Saying I'm a killer.
Okay, she happened to be at the game tournament. I can't keep saying the soundtrack's awesome, but god, holy dump. This finale song is insane. It has no, it just sounds like it was made by aliens, and that's the best compliment I can give, bro. I cannot dance. I have to solve this crime. Happened to be at the tournament. I don't remember the conversation. What was said before? Focus on the facts. Just focus. Exactly what does the game tournament thing say?
I sat near a vent.
Of the 8, 6 compete in the tournament. Kai, Jet, Cassie, and Grace. First match between me and our game was cut short. Damon and Kai. John. Who did John? John fought. Wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. If there's 8. Wasn't she the last to get there? Wait, I mean, she's not even on here. Who was she supposed to play? Mark wasn't playing. He was doing the music, right? So she's also the odd man out. It's actually scaring me. It's like an evil robot. Are you in there? JohneAwesome. I'm coming in to kill you. Let me finish this video, please. Alright. Is that not it? Oh, you know what? F it. We out here. Oh, that's my train of thought. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. We got 5 bullets. We'll figure it out. It really wasn't Toshika. I'm trolling. What? Maybe it's that. Hold on. What did she say? Okay. We're gonna try this first. Before I log in then. Then when I have the finale, like the final bullet be dealt with like agreeing with somebody.
Tied to the extension cord, which can untie by itself.
No, it's stupid.
After a bit of time.
It's impossible. Please.
I just happened to game tournament.
No, that's wrong.
I don't think I had the right idea, but we got it. With 1 less HP to spare, baby. Woo!
No. It's no coincidence you were at the game tournament. In fact, it's not even a coincidence the tournament took place during the murder.
What do you mean?
It was impossible for me to notice this earlier. But the killer timed the tournament so it would grant them an alibi for the murder.
Whoa. Are you accusing me of murder again? I thought you said Ava was the culprit.
No. Everything else. Tournament happened, then she planned the crime.
The detective isn't supposed to switch suspects in the last stretch like this. We're totally throwing the audience for a loop, and not in a good way.
Except neither of you played a role in determining what time the tournament would be held. The only person to determine that was Ava.
Wait, what? Is that true? When I was training my talent, I did most of my studying at 9. Another lie. I think this effect could help our gaming skill. Let's be honest, no one effing remembered that line. This chapter's what, 8 hours? Maybe 10? I don't. Jeez. 9 a.m. tournament? Wouldn't be the first time. Okay, screw it. Do 9 a.m. or hour after the morning announcement. Right.
Ava knew she would be in the dining hall tomorrow. So when Cassidy announced the tournament, she realized it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to create an alibi for herself.
That's insane. How could she have come up with something like that on the spot?
True.
It wasn't just for an alibi either. Since Ava knew about the tournament, she could time the setup of her trap accordingly.
To answer her question of whether Cassie, Jet, nor Mark noticed the vent, when I think back on what Cassie told me earlier today, before the tournament began, I can discern exactly when Ava opened the vent. I can? Dog, what is it? What are they doing with this? Okay. After breakfast, after stacking the furniture, setting up Mark's equipment. When? Yeah, I mean, maybe. Okay, breakfast doesn't make sense. The furniture? I don't know. I'm going with this. Oh, great. I guess the furniture then.
See her opening the vent.
Right. Game over. You so much for 1 HP, Johnny. Okay. I'll turn this debate around. It's just Damon's charisma, bro. They don't mind. Take your time, Damon. Thank you. Ingrid. I guess the furniture. That would conceal it. Yeah. Oh, that makes way more sense. I'm so dumb. Oh my god. There's stuff on the wall.
You told me Ava approached you yesterday and asked to help set up the tournament. What exactly did she say?
When did I tell you this again?
Before the tournament?
Next time we do this, we gotta do it in one day, bro. I'm not gonna remember nothing. Johnny, you took notes. I studied at 9 a.m. We should meet then.
Oh, now I remember. Yeah, Eva wanted to see what sort of equipment the tournament needed. After I showed her Mark's stuff and told her we were redecorating the dining hall, she offered to help.
Back when this conversation happened, you still hadn't decided what time you were going to start redecorating, right?
Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing. Eva really helped me out, though. She said she would stack the dining hall furniture we weren't going to use later that night. Afterwards, we could focus purely on arranging the technical stuff in the morning.
There you go.
All right. Then tell me what happened last night.
What does her face look like right now?
Mark, Eva, and I came to the dining hall at around 8:40 p.m. probably. We stacked the table and the dining chairs against the left wall, and the sofas we moved to the middle of the room, maybe a little more to the right. Then we all went back to our dorms. Well, I was kind of hungry, so I stayed back a few minutes before leaving.
Okay, but were you the last person in the room?
Hold the phone. If those sofa chairs were moved to the middle of the room, why did I see one over in the corner this morning?
Oh, right. She moved her. She was sitting in the chair to obscure the vent.
Because Eva pushed it there.
Eva what?
She
It's over.
didn't want to take part in the tournament. Just watch it from the side. That's what she told me. I never thought it was weird or anything. Some people just like sticking to the walls of rooms, you know?
We're talking about the sofa in the upper left corner, aye?
That's
the one next to the coffee table.
That's where the vent is. We got it.
Sir,
We're done. Wrap it up. We're going home.
Yo,
well,
when the power went out, I'm pretty sure Damon ran over to that corner to look through. Yeah, a vent.
Did she move the chair there so it would be easier to reach the vent later?
Why would I when Cassidy just said the vent was closed during setup?
I don't know.
Because you were covering for yourself in advance.
Huh?
The vent may not have been open at the time, but I'm willing to bet that's because you were still creating your trap.
Oh, right. She didn't have to do it that night.
In what way?
Let's say Ava took a detour for the boiler room first, and slid the internal plug through both vents. After going upstairs and helping rearrange the dining hall furniture, during which she moves a sofa chair so it obscures the vent, she heads outside and hides until everyone else goes to bed. Then, she walks back in and opens the vent.
Right, she could tie it at that time.
So Eva took complete advantage of them?
Not my fault those two are so trusting.
You think a big guy like me was gonna be afraid of some mathlete? No way!
I mean, she did lie about a lot of important things. Her talent being one of them.
She also cried and fled the scene after we found out, no?
I just thought it was cool. She wanted to help me out.
Well.
Hey, can we backtrack a little? Like, to before all this Ava talk?
What are you saying, bro?
Why? What happened?
It's to do with the chair's position.
I don't follow.
You guys keep
my
saying
brain
it
is
was in
mush.
front of the vent, but Damon stood in front of the vent during the blackout.
Oh, come on.
If the chair was in the position you all say it was, it should have blocked him from crouching in front of the vent.
Right, we did see it.
Ava probably just moved it during the blackout.
To, plop the cord in, right?
Eh?
Am I tripping?
Before the blackout,
oh, thank God,
it was positioned with its back to the left wall. However, when I ran over to the vent, the chair was suddenly pushed up against the northern wall.
So there we go. Every problem
Ava
solved.
must have shifted the chair while everyone was initially panicking from the blackout. I'm guessing she hoped people would misremember its position and think it was always along the northern wall.
Not me, though. Not Damon. I always remember where furniture is placed in a room. One of my other talents.
Oh,
Not very marketable, though. Not very marketable.
So I totally fell for it?
I also remember seeing a speaker in that corner.
Yeah, about that. This morning, Jet, Mark, and I arrived at the dining hall a little after 8 a.m. Then Eva came a few minutes later. She helped us put together Mark's equipment, which was stationed in the lower right corner of the room. And then she volunteered to place speakers around the room while Jet and I set up the TV next to the fireplace.
Now, what are these speakers?
Moving a
Excuse me?
speaker near the vent. Did Eva do that to drown out
Oh.
Diana and Wolfgang's scuffle?
Right. Dang, that is smart.
Yeah.
I was like, how's this relevant?
And in turn
Well, very.
exacerbate the effects of the other speakers.
Or her, like, screaming or something.
There were almost a dozen spread throughout the dining hall. Some even sandwiched into corners they didn't need to be. Ava probably placed them that way to cover as much ground as possible.
God, that's so Never let anyone interior decorate for you, ever. We'll set up
Still.
we'll set up a death machine.
Eva entered the dining hall at 8:10 a.m., right? So wouldn't it be impossible for her to knock out Lawyer Man at 8:15?
Oh right, when did that happen?
According to Ava, she arrived around 8:10 a.m.
That happened so
But
fast.
it's possible she actually arrived much later.
Oh right. I mean, they probably weren't looking at the clock when she entered.
Since there's no clock in the dining hall,
Oh,
I
okay.
just couldn't have known. In fact, that might be why Ava seemed so eager to arrange Mark's equipment in the morning.
To get her alibi set up.
Upon realizing it had a
Man.
clock, she wanted to ensure it would only be powered on after she arrived.
That's detailed.
It seems the setup of this trap occurred across 3 phases. Phase 1 took place in the boiler room and involved tying a lithium battery to an extension cord. The cord was then slid through the grates of the closed boiler room vent, presumably until it almost poked out the other end of the ventilation shaft. Phase 2, by contrast, was carried out in the dining hall. The aforementioned cord was tied around the dining hall vent, which was then left open. This must have happened after Cassidy, Mark, and Jet were already done redecorating. For the third and final phase, the battery was carefully suspended over the generator. All these steps combined created a pulley system, which could only be triggered by closing the dining hall vent. Is there anything I'm missing?
We got it. We've had it like for 5 minutes. Like,
How I closed the vent.
oh frick.
Huh?
No one has explained how I closed the dining hall vent.
I don't know.
Obviously, I didn't do it during the blackout. According to Damon, the blackout can only happen after the vent is closed. So, I must have stood up, gone behind the chair, and closed the vent during the tournament.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Oh,
Someone is
okay.
definitely going to notice that sort of conspicuous movement.
We were not looking at you. World don't revolve around you, mathlete lady.
It doesn't matter if that someone is on the opposite side of the room. They're going to notice.
How did we overlook such an obvious discrepancy?
It was right. Standing up would really look suspicious. Unless you're like, you're popping off, dude. It's Smash, you know. Which is exactly why she used that to circumvent the problem. Okay, we're going to look at evidence. Well, so it's going to give it to us anyways. Used what? Oh, you could... Oh! You could just kind of like tilt the chair and maybe extend the chair a little bit? Is that what's going on? I'm gonna just try it.
This is it.
Okay, we got it. So she can stay seated?
The location
of the
chair
rotate the
bypasses
chair.
this problem entirely.
Or is that one of those chairs that like always moves? I don't know.
Here's a vent. All you need to do is set the chair to recline.
Oh, or that.
And reach behind you.
Oh, true.
Set the chair to recline?
Kill a person with a recliner.
All the dining hall chairs have the ability to recline. Some were already set to that position at the start of the tournament, including Ava's.
Was it really?
With her chair in recline, Ava can easily reach down and close the vent.
That's so silly.
Without shifting from her position.
That is definitely in the spirit of the source material, I gotta say.
It's not perfectly inconspicuous, but it's subtle enough to not catch most people's attention, especially those focused on watching a video game competition.
Okay, well, it's all done. Bye-bye now.
Well, am I wrong?
This isn't funny.
It's a little funny.
Just because I was sitting in front of the vent doesn't mean I was the one who triggered the mechanism.
No one can sneak up behind you without drawing attention, especially when all the lights were still on.
That's just dumb! Where I was sitting shouldn't make me a murderer.
That's all the other stuff you did. I mean,
Even so, with everything we've spoken about...
Everything? Did you already forget what was said earlier? Just look at all the items I would need to set up this murder.
oh yeah, how did she steal them? Oh my god, it's complicated.
The battery, the extension cord, the rolling pin, the taser, the syringe, and the supposed drug used with it.
That's a
How
lot.
could I have collected all of those things?
And hid them.
Wolfgang and everyone else hated me because I lied about my talent. They were on their guard whenever I was around. You think Jet and Desmond would just let me walk into their rooms and take their stuff?
That's true. We still haven't explained how she robbed 2 people's rooms without being caught.
Unless you can prove I had the chance to get all this stuff, you can't make me out to be the killer.
I mean, you can't blame her for trying to like, hang in there, but...
Fine. I'll show proof. Only you could obtain the items necessary for this murder.
Excuse me? Is he gonna do the pachinko? Oh, dump, it's pachinko! Well, other than the battery. Wait, oh, wait, what? Wait. I've had Desmond's blackmail? What? What does that mean? I mean, she did. I don't see how that's relevant. Wait, wasn't it like, yeah, oh, he has all these weapons? Doesn't make any sense. What else am I gonna pick? Alright, whatever.
I got it.
Figure it out. I mean, extra lazy with the deduction.
You were well aware of the existence of those items. For starters, everyone heard about Jet's battery. It was common knowledge due to his boasting.
Wait, so it's all my fault?
Oh.
Ouch.
I got a personality defect.
Since the dorms aren't locked, you could have easily snuck in and grabbed the battery while no one was inside. The battery is lightweight too, so you wouldn't have trouble carrying it. For the rest of your plan, the syringe and drugs are both readily available in the pharmacy. And as for the taser, you may not have known about its existence right away. But you still had every incentive to search Desmond's room.
Right, for your plan of work, it didn't need to be a taser per se. It just needed to be a weapon of some kind.
Because you received his blackmail.
Eva? You knew my blackmail this whole time and never said anything?
So what?
Huh?
So what if I knew? I wasn't the only one.
She's just
Damon
fed up.
knew your blackmail as well.
Oh, yeah. He read it out loud to everyone earlier, didn't he?
Damon knew almost everything I did. He knew where the items used in this murder were stored.
Oh,
he
my
knew the
God.
layout of the boiler room and the storage closets. He knew all sorts of things.
And is she gonna try and throw me under the bus now?
The only thing he didn't know is the one thing more important than any piece of physical evidence.
What
the hell are you talking about?
What? What?
See, you still don't know. You still don't know that we never saw eye to eye.
So the boo thing, that was just... You know what? Damon does not care. He's just trying to get out of here.
Huh?
I wasn't really that attached, I'll be honest.
Eye to eye on the not killing each other stuff?
On Wolfgang.
Eh?
Damon saw the way Wolfgang scolded me and treated me like a bad guy. And he thought I hated him the same way he did.
Where is this going?
But unlike Damon, I never wanted Wolfgang to die.
What?
What the?
That's all I could say.
Whoa! That's a loaded accusation.
Where is this going? She's just trying to throw us under the bus. I have my hands on the controller. Okay.
Not a first for this trial.
If you thought you saw the worst of Damon after the dummy trial, you underestimate just how low he can stoop.
So everyone we're gonna like kill, they're just gonna be like, Damon's actually gonna get you guys. It's just a matter of time. They're just gonna make it worse and worse for us to win. Oh
I
my
practically risked my life pretending to be his ally. But in return, he let me see the extent of his deceitfulness.
This is gonna give me trust issue, bro. F you, Eva. You suck.
Which is why I can tell everyone that Damon has Wolfgang's blackmail.
Wait, what? How did she figure that out?
Oh,
Did we tell her? We did.
Any reason you
Oh, man, he
didn't
mad,
tell
look at
us
him.
this earlier?
Well, I didn't think it was incriminating at first.
That is so bad.
Not even when he refused to come forward about it?
That was weird, but I didn't want to make accusations at the time because it
Wait.
could have just been his ego talking.
That makes so much sense. Because if we did tell her, then she can write the notes. And she could write whatever was on there on the note that was destroyed. We get to see. Oh my God. It was so obvious.
The taser gun.
This is so dumb. It's so easy.
Mechanism he made up. Did I realize I had potential evidence on my hands?
Damon, do you have your blackmail on you? Don't worry about reading it out loud or anything. You just show the image. That's all you gotta do.
I think the only way out of this is if we use the handwriting discrepancy. Eva really never trusts me? Why then did she disclose so much to me? It was a trap. Why'd she tell me? It's because I trust you, Baka. I'm so glad she's gone, bro. F her. I know she's trying to like make herself survive, but this sucks. This can't be as the forefront of my mind right now. Come on, Damon. Kill her. On the cusp of bringing the case to a close, whatever thinks about me shouldn't matter. disrespect the opinions of others. I don't care. I'm going to live. What she thinks about me. Damon, don't let the hormones win.
Took my side back at the beginning. We were the only people who refused to listen to the lawyer.
This is emotional manipulation.
Really? We should team up. I don't know. And then I can kill you. No one thanked you, though.
Oh my god. Here where I thought this was typical young adult archetypal writing. Wrong. I didn't give him. I didn't give him enough. I didn't give him enough credit. I'm like, dang, they got me, bro. I was rolling my eyes. Zillennials or zoo. I don't know what their age. Of course they'd write like that. Johnny, stop. Okay, whoever super chat me, thank you. She Johnny on my awesome. If she got a Johnny, I don't. Dang it! The entire time I've been judging the others for how trusting they are, not even realizing I must blindly follow the words of a stranger. And worse than that, a nerd. Now everyone here, they're gonna hold this blackmail crap against me. Even more if I just come about for it earlier. Even so, what choice do I have? No one will let the discussion continue unless I tell the truth.
Fine. I'll show it. But only the picture. As requested.
With those words, I retrieve the envelope. Here you go. Oh, she does.
Mary.
She does have red hair, like Diana.
Ingrid, Wolfgang doesn't have blue eyes.
Some of us don't keep track. There's 16 characters, dude.
So, who is this then? His parents?
I mean, why else would the guy look like him?
It's really obvious, I guess, in hindsight.
Given the year this photo was taken, these two people must be his parents. Look at what's printed at the bottom. April 17th, 2001. We know how old Wolfgang is because of the student reports. In 2001, he wasn't even born yet.
Or was he?
But why his parents?
Because they're robots.
Are they being held against their will?
You can't leave us hanging, Damo! You gotta read out what it says!
That's not what was asked of me.
Oh, okay.
And even if I had to...
Taking the high road?
I don't think someone who can't explain himself should have his secrets revealed to everyone.
Alright, it's a little... Alright, taking the moral high ground now of all times, Damon. Oh, I'll drop my thing.
Some things are better left unsaid.
For the record, I know what Wolfgang's blackmail says, but it didn't change my outlook on him. I don't think it's possible for anyone to hate someone like Wolfgang. He was always brave in the face of sheer adversity, and encouraged everyone else to act likewise.
Damon's just saying this now because he don't want to die, bro.
Wolfgang challenged me to be a better person.
Oh, I'm wrong.
Wolfgang challenged all of us to be better people. And maybe Ava simply couldn't rise to his challenge.
Oh, duh.
Don't listen to him. He's trying to divert everyone from the truth.
This just sounds like divorce court now. I'm gonna keep it real.
Even though Wolfgang and I didn't always see eye to eye, my respect for him and his talent never wavered. Why would someone like me harm him? Me, who's been leading this trial much the same way he led the one before. I may have questioned the idea no one here would kill, but that doesn't make me someone who wants to see bloodshed.
He does. He does want bloodshed. We have all the proof he's a cold-blooded killer. Wolfgang's blackmail, which he lied about having.
Now I remember who she reminds me of. Ash Ketchum. Do you hear it? Go, Pikachu.
Anyway. But wasn't Damon playing?
Nothing he says should be trusted. Nothing he says about me or anything else.
All right, now he's getting desperate.
It is odd that we place faith in a man who does not have faith in us. So much so, these discussions are mostly led by his own conjecture.
Damon isn't the killer, though. Why would he try to mislead anyone?
Oh my god, Kai actually sticking up for us despite the tape incident. Did.
Like, he and I were playing a game when the murder happened, and multiple people can vouch for us.
Not to mention, the things he's been saying make a lot of sense.
Truth has no personal alliance. That's why.
Even if he wasn't here, we'd arrive at the same conclusion anyway.
Depends who you mean by we.
Just call her stupid. Jesus Christ. They are catty. Ugh. Anyway.
Then, you all still think I'm the killer?
Someone needs to be voted by the end of this.
Don't just say it like that.
Oh my god.
My ears!
How would I know?
What?
How would I know when to drop it?
Drop what?
The battery! Damon says the killer dropped the battery when Diana was already in the boiler room. But how would I know when Diana was in the boiler room?
Because you wrote the notes.
It's not as if I could listen out for her. The music speakers are too loud.
You wrote the notes. And you also changed the door.
And the dining hall has no clocks. So it'd be impossible for me to know if it was 8:45 a.m.
That's why you had a huge range.
Right. Only Mark's DJ pad had a clock.
Okay.
Maybe Ava asked Mark for the time.
She never spoke to me.
We never spoke.
Oh
I
my
never
God.
even got up from my chair.
Look at this.
Besides, how could I be sure Diana arrived on time anyway? If you can't explain how I knew when to
Jesus
drop the
Christ.
battery, then
They're mad.
shut up and stop accusing me.
Oh my god. Wow. That was real. Get out of my room! I'm playing Minecraft! Eva makes a decent point. How did she drop the battery in time? Did she just rely on chance? Or did she write the notes in such a way that pretty much guarantees they'd be in there with a wide range? I don't know. Doesn't seem likely. Her entire plan fails if the timing isn't right. Come on, think. Years of debate have ever taught me anything. I need to look at this from another angle. Just take from the top while assuming Ava is the killer. Okay, I think I got multiple choice. I can do that. So don't be 5. Don't be 5. Okay. She heard Diana enter. She saw Diana. No, she guessed. She checked the time. This is what I want to say. The general timing is irrelevant. But when he plugged in the thing, it said it did display a time, right? Was that time the right time though? It's between 1 or 2. Well, I feel like that is just like, okay, you can't really, you know. F it. I'll take it. Well.
You think I guessed?
Not a good idea. There must have been a better argument to me. Only years of debate. I don't know, you guessed or something? I got water in my eye! Ah! Jesus. Okay. She checked the time. No, what? Not to mention the fact Diana would need to be clear the water before the... Did she hear the door? I guess that's possible.
I wouldn't be able to hear her over
It's
the
not! I mean, the music didn't start yet, right? Well, gee, I don't know.
I got it.
Effing how? Genuinely.
The only way the killer would have known when to spring their trap was by seeing Diana enter the room.
Multiple choice, bro.
Any uncertainty would ruin the plan, and the dining hall was too loud to hear anything over.
Did she maybe hang out in the hallway and see when Diana would walk down? So where did she watch Diana from? There are only 2 possible places. Okay. They're back in here. The vent? I mean, she wasn't looking at the... Oh my god. Do you remember that thing attached to her DS? Was that a mirror?
To look into the boiler room through the vent is impossible.
Come on. I mean, if it was a mirror, that would have been... I think it's just how the game console is assembled. The camera? She wouldn't have access to that. I don't know, dude. Could she have... If she's lied about all this... There's one mystery that we almost forgot about. The Alpha Room. She did solve that mystery with the thing. She put in the code that was the sale. That might have given her access to cameras? Nothing else from this. If she didn't peek through there, nothing else gives her any field of view, so. Crap.
This is it.
She somehow has access to cameras. I don't know how. She does.
It's impossible to see anything from the vent, which means the only way anyone could see into the room was by using the school cameras.
Say what?
I don't understand how, but Ava must have used the camera.
Dog, I wouldn't even believe Damon anymore. Like, whatever.
Is she working with the kidnappers?
Are you kidding me? How the hell would I have access to the camera?
In order to actually see what happened on the security camera, what would Ava need access? Naturally, there's some sort of screen, the game console. Thinking back on the various clues we discussed, I can't pinpoint anything which can provide an answer to that question. It's like deja vu, doesn't it? When all the other options are ruled out, it can only turn towards the one which still remains. Nothing we've yet to discuss. If it's time to bring an end to what we started, for better or for worse, this will be your final lie. Okay. What? Oh, it's time to solve the final piece of the puzzle. However, it won't be without a fight. Announcing argument altercation. I think I picked easy mode, bro. In this game, you and your opponent battle each other in a bullet hell extravaganza. Dodge your opponent's attack, shoot down their argument, assault. We got another minigame? Mega bullet. Nice, nice. Use Wasad and, okay, you know the controls. Your opponent will fire their own bullets to be sure. Okay. I have no idea what this is going to look like. Does it have a shield, meaning they can't be damaged by any means? Okay. Don't worry. Alright, I figured it out by doing. So when we damage your opponent, I figured it out. We got it. Let's have him go. Let's have him go. Bring it on. Eh. Oh, that looks really cool. Oh, it's a bullet? That's so sick!
Why would I kill anyone?
I don't even know that.
I just wanted to
You're
help.
no match for
You
me.
did it. Thank you. I'll read after stream.
I kill anyone.
Emerald. It was Emerald. Okay.
This isn't fair. There's no proof I killed Wolf. Who cares about the camera? I just wanted to help. I
should have read the tutorial more.
No proof I killed Wolf.
Dang, I missed.
I didn't see anything.
Okay, I get it.
Why would I kill anyone?
Okay, slow down, slow down. Got it.
I didn't see anything.
Hey, how's my HP? Okay, we're
Why
fine.
would I kill anyone? There's no proof I killed Wolfgang. Why would I kill anyone?
Oh my god, this is not smart.
It's
Okay,
Raymond who's suspicious. I thought you trusted me.
when I'm out of HP? I lost that bat?
Kill anyone.
Excuse me? Oh, I was about to say. Oh, frick, chat. This is insane gameplay variety.
I didn't see anything. I
God.
just wanted to help. There's no proof.
I gotta focus on chat.
Wolfgang. It's Damon who's suspicious. Who cares about the camera? I didn't see anything.
Hit it. Okay,
Why
thank God.
won't you believe me?
Oh my god, these faces. It's over?
This isn't fair.
It ain't over!
Kill anyone. I didn't see anything.
Get it.
Why would I kill anyone?
What effing ever? No! Birds! Oh yeah, she's
Who cares about
the freaking Raven or whatever.
It's
No.
Damon who's suspicious.
Get her! Kill her! Please!
How could I access the security camera?
Console?
Shut up! It's Damon
Oh,
who's
frick!
suspicious.
It's Eva's game console.
This isn't fair. There's no proof. It's
We got it.
Damon who cares about the camera? It's
Get her. No, she got that much HP back? Oh god. Why did the actual game do this? This is so much cooler than what we got. Frick!
How could I access the security camera?
Ava's personal game console. Let's go.
We know the truth.
Ooh! Oh my effing god! Got a lot of gum there.
What you said was true, Ava. Whether or not the trap works depends on
They
if
make
the
that
killer
easy.
can see inside the boiler room. Which begs the question, how does the killer see inside? They can't just get on their knees and peek through the vent. Everyone in the dining hall would notice. Besides, the vent probably offers very little in the way of an actual view of the room.
Exactly! It's impossible!
Right. It's impossible. From this particular angle.
She didn't get that from Pachinko. She got that from going inside the Alpha room.
If I switch
That's the
perspectives,
reward.
your entire argument comes completely undone.
Is that it?
What do you mean?
Ava assumes I'm taking only one factor into account. Her position at the time of Wolfgang's murder. Little does she know that in ruling out that factor, she's led me straight to another. A certain item which could have granted her the ability to see inside the boiler room. An item that, like the chemical smell, only makes sense when all other options have been ruled out.
That also lets her steal whenever she wants. Dude. Because if she has access to all the cameras.
The game console she brought with her to the tournament.
Ava had a game console?
She wanted to get in the spirit of the tournament without being directly involved. Or so she claimed. But when every other option has been ruled out, what else can we look to but the one that's yet to be addressed?
Are you saying she saw inside the boiler room using the console?
So he played live footage of the room?
Sounds like a stretch.
And is that why she like closed it? No, that was my improv.
If I'm wrong, Ava should be able to prove her innocence.
Yeah, let's see this game console.
Go on, Ava. Show us the console.
Huh?
I don't think she has the console on her, dude.
She has to. She never had an opportunity to slink away and dispose of it.
No, that's not true. We split up. She went to the kitchen, right?
What about the
dining hall.
blackout?
When the blackout first hit, people were disorientated for about a minute at most. Ava likely spent those 60 seconds undoing the cord and moving the chair. Between then and now, she's never been alone. The only exception was when she and I split up to investigate the dining hall and the dorms respectively.
Yeah.
However, the laundry room, dining hall, and courtyard all had people in them. So I doubt she hid the console in any of those rooms.
And the janitor closet? That room has been locked for days now. She obviously couldn't hide the console there.
Which means it must still be on her person.
I mean, if we understand that she does have complete surveillance, nah, then the people that are trying to get in Grace's room would have saw her enter her room and then leave the console there, or in someone else's room.
Like I said earlier, if I'm wrong about the console, you can take it out right now and show everyone its contents.
What are you waiting for? Quit hiding the stupid thing and show it!
You're just trying to make me look bad. You don't know what you're talking about. You're just jealous of me.
Not really.
You're jealous of me and my talent. That's all you are. Jealous.
Hey,
It's getting kind of cringy.
calm down.
I'm not gonna lie, second embarrassment.
Why not just pull out the console?
Yes, show us the console and then you'll be done with this.
No!
Eh?
I don't have to show anyone anything.
That's the most suspicious thing you could say.
It's not suspicious. I'm telling the truth.
That's obviously a lie.
Why go through the effort of mentioning Wolfgang's blackmail if you won't reveal this?
Now that I think back on it, Ava had been staring at her console the entire tournament. I thought it was weird. Coming all the way over to the dining hall when she could have just stayed in her dorm.
Well, where did she obtain this console? We should discuss those details before continuing any more with these accusations.
She said she won it from Tozu's gachapon.
Seems natural he would stock that machine with dangerous items. With this being a killing game and all.
I mean, the only dangerous item we got was a dumbbell of 2 pounds.
Between 14 possible culprits and one possible killer, there's no need to sort out the facts further.
Ava, you're the only one we can vote for.
That's such twisted logic. You're going to vote for me without being completely sure I'm even guilty?
Honey, it's been 2 hours.
There's no need to be completely
You're
sure
done.
if no one else can be suspected.
In case anyone still doubts Ava is the killer, I'll go through the case one last time. And once all the pieces are laid out for everyone to see, I'll prove she's the killer. Once and for all.
I liked that. That was good. I don't necessarily know if a clue was the handwriting, but we got there in the end. Okay, so it's been also a while since I've done this. I can't lie. What did Wolfgang and Diana receive? No, that's not how we do that. I want to see the box art again. Heck yeah. Which end of the court? Okay, no. So closing the vent. That would be the very end, right? That'll be like before that. When did who arrived in the boiler room last? Okay, no. Put that one there? Yeah, okay, we're figuring it out. What occurred right after Wolfgang's death? Okay, the blackout. So, that would be the blackout, right? Is that true? Wait, do we read them left to right or right to left? I don't know. How true to manga panels are we being? I guess we'll just try it. Alright, you got it. Okay. Oh, you silly nincompoop, you're reading manga incorrectly. Alright, let's get these figured out. Alright, tube. Okay, letters from the killer. That's the very start. Easy. Which end of the cord? Okay, it's not that yet. And she smacks. What did the killer use to drug Wolfgang? That's a syringe they found. Alright. We got it. We're figuring it out. Internal plug. I guess. Yeah, okay. I mean, if it's at this point I don't got it, I don't know. I'm just too stupid. Like, there's no saving me. What did the killer steal from Jess' room? Car battery. Okay. I guess it makes sense. Car battery, a lithium. Cars use lithium battery? Oh my god, of course they do. I have seen a lithium battery in my life. Am I stupid? I didn't know they recalled that. We arrived in the boiler room after Wolfgang. Was it John? No, it was Diana. So we need to get Diana's panel. Okay, alright, just do that. Okay. Taking that from the kitchen. Who took the... What did the killer leave on the boiler room floor? Taser. Then... I'm still just in awe, chat. It's crazy. And the fact that it is free. Who arrived in the boiler room last? It says the killer. Why does it show Wolfgang? That'll be here. Who arrived after Wolfgang? Why is that panel called the killer? Am I stupid? Who took the knife from the kitchen? Ah, really? Okay. Whatever. Got it wrong. So, okay. Oh, he did. All right. And then we got all wrapped up. Man. Now I'm just like, oh, what's the next part? But like, to get this out in 2 years is like literally a Herculean task. I didn't realize it was this long and had this many new assets. That's crazy.
This case was directly incited by the motive Tozu introduced, in which everyone here received another person's blackmail. Amidst the chaos that spawned, the killer saw an opportunity to commit a murder. They sent letters to two people, Wolfgang Akide, who they planned to kill, and Diana Venezia, who they planned to frame.
I just realized how hard this game must be to spoil now.
2 days' time. Wolfgang's letter told him to arrive.
I just read in chat because it's over, right?
Diana's told her to arrive at
Eva lied.
5 a.m.
Yeah, she did. She's not the ultimate liar. Okay? Like, how do you spoil this chapter other than I guess Eva's the killer?
The messages threatened to expose our blackmail, so we had no choice but to follow their instructions.
At this point, the killer probably knew the way they were going to kill Wolfgang. Hence, how they reacted to this next piece of information. The following morning, it was revealed that Cassidy and Jet were going to hold a game tournament.
This whole plan hinged on, yeah, just us revealing, or no, it was us trusting Eva too much. Dang.
The point was for people to spend time together and not think murdery thoughts. But little did we know, a would-be killer was lurking nearby. And how? The killer emboldened their own plans and made it so the tournament would happen at 9 a.m.
Did you disagree with yourself?
Oh, good.
Both Wolfgang and Diana turned down the offer, which must have been music to the killer's ears, since it confirmed their plan was working. The killer took this as a sign to commence the next phase of their plan. Later that evening, they went downstairs to the boiler room and began preparing the murder weapon.
Though it might be more accurate to call it a murder mechanism, the killer wrapped an extension cord as tightly as they could around a car battery, which had been stolen from Jet's room. I imagine the battery must have been sitting on top of the generator. Wouldn't want to risk an explosion by bringing lithium too close to the water.
The killer avoided opening the boiler room vent for this segment, probably because they knew I'd remember it being closed originally.
A crucial part of the killer's plan would involve sliding the cord through the boiler room vent and out the other end into the dining hall.
Didn't this plan also only work because Kai was so insistent on us playing games? Dang. What if we went down there and saw it? Because, you know, Damon kind of weird like that. He's like, huh, these stains are kind of cool, actually.
So they could then walk upstairs to the dining hall and tie the protruding part of the cord to the dining hall vent.
Funnily enough, the killer was going to be needed in the dining hall very shortly.
Dang, good point, Sweden. Thank you for your input.
To help Cass and me rearrange the dining hall's furniture.
Talk about that in a sec, I guess.
We were saving the whole thing for next morning, but they convinced us to do it that night instead.
Their intentions were threefold. Create an alibi, hide the vent with a piece of furniture, and then open the vent in secret. After which, they'd return to the boiler room and suspend the battery over the generator.
Which brings us to today. Knowing better than to head downstairs without protection, Wolfgang went to the kitchen and armed himself with a knife. Toshiko didn't notice a knife on him when the two met in the hallway, so he must have hidden it in his blazer.
Man, these shots are so
Wolfgang
good. How do they
arrived
do?
inside
How
the
do they
boiler
replicate this
room
style?
at 8:15 a.m. Exactly like his letter requested.
It's like exact.
As he was waiting, the killer snuck up behind him.
Oh my god. Oh, I don't want to see that. Ah!
Smacked right in the head with that steel rolling pin and crumbled like paper.
A syringe was then used to inject Wolfgang with a sleeping drug, ensuring he would remain in the boiler room until Diana arrived.
The killer might have, left the taser on the floor around this time.
Yeah, the taser they swiped from my dorm. They must have decided to raid the place after receiving my blackmail. If I'd heard about the taser sooner, I could have gotten rid of it.
Man.
As well as whatever else my blackmail supposedly mentions.
That is an obvious giveaway too. How'd I never think of that? Is that too much Toshiko aggro?
Save the
Whoopsies.
next thing for later, will he?
He was totally innocent the whole time. I kind of suspect him a little bit. I don't know why.
Anyway, back on topic. Wolfgang was left to lie in the partially flooded area of the boiler room, while the killer ran upstairs to help set up Mark's music equipment.
They didn't care about the equipment. They just wanted to put a speaker next to the vent, because it would drown out the fight which was gonna happen later.
Don't forget the digital clock! They wanted to get there before that became available. Don't need people knowing what time you actually arrived.
True. Good point.
My letter said to meet at 8:45 a.m.
It's so
That's when I
detailed.
got to the boiler room.
This is like Danganronpa. This is harder than any Danganronpa case, genuinely.
I made sure to close the door behind me.
I think so.
Just
Well.
as the message told me to.
Maybe.
Bad idea. The killer flipped the doorknob so that the lock was on the outside instead of the inside. You locked yourself in.
I know that, dude. Looks like a zombie.
The room was really dark too. I didn't even see the suspended battery. Only the blinking security camera. And then, Wolfgang, he got up on his feet all of a sudden. And he started crying and saying these weird things. I tried to keep him calm and asked him to come over to me, which he actually did. But the very next second, he attacked me with his knife.
The drugs probably gave him a frightening hallucination, and he perceived you as a threat.
He was screaming at me, and I was screaming back. No one from the tournament could hear us over the music. At one point, I even picked up the taser. But then I threw it back down again.
She's too nice.
And that's when the killer decided it was time. Having set their chair to recline, they were able to casually reach down and close the vent behind them. This lowered the extension cord, causing the car battery to enter the water and discharge a huge amount of electricity.
Oh god, it's gonna be effing loud. Jesus.
Wolfgang, who was still standing in the water, was electrocuted instantly. The battery itself exploded upon reacting with the water, which the killer was likely banking on as a way to destroy evidence. All of this happened right under my nose. No one could have guessed that someone present at the tournament was committing murder.
I think the music comes back. It's cool.
The explosion also damaged the generator and caused the blackout. Everyone ended up stumbling around in the dark.
Not for long, though. We quickly came back to our senses and agreed to look for a backup generator on the underground floor.
I used a hairpin to unlock the boiler room door and ran outside, but you guys had already made it downstairs.
I guess now that we know the true culprit, I can look at chat, right? Like, nothing bad's gonna happen. I don't know. I think we're good on that. Like, what's left? Genuinely.
That's when you say you ducked around a corner and out of sight. Only after everyone went inside the closets did you then dash upstairs.
It's a good thing she did. Otherwise, we'd have found her alone in a room with Wolfgang's dead body. We would have wrongly assumed Diana was the
car
killer
batteries. What the
and died as a result.
She threw 28 car batteries down that vent. Do you think that was a mercy killing? 28!
This complicated scheme calls to mind only one person. One person who just so happened to be sitting in a certain sofa chair.
He says so nonchalantly. Ugh. You know she got dirt on that fingernail. She nasty.
That person is you, Ava Tsunaka. It's over, Ava. We know the truth.
It's not fair. This isn't fair. This isn't fair.
She got baited by figuring out the door. I guess. That sucks. I mean, it doesn't, because, you know, she could have just chose not to do it. It was her best chance of escape.
Blood is rushing.
Oh, I can do this again. Oh my god, I can do my thing again. Ooh! Wonderful, brilliant, spectacular. You have been seen beyond the foul flies of the scorned mathematician and delivered the honorable truth with wit and aplomb. Whatever that means.
Well done.
This is worthy of praise. Allow me to reward your success with...
This isn't funny.
You shut up. You talked the whole trial. I didn't say a peep. I didn't interrupt like other mascots. Now Tozu's mad rambling. The trial had gone completely silent. Dang, he gonna get punished for saying that, bro. Better watch out, Damon. Mara gonna... Everyone was either staring at the floor or sneaking nervous glances at each other. May I speak? Good. I understand the reason for this frosty atmosphere. You found out who done it, so now you wish to know why done it.
Such a spoil sport.
Very well. Every murder mystery needs a motive, and it would be loath me to break tradition at this stage. Oh my god, look at that face.
There must be some...
Why did you do this? Why?
Come on.
Speak up. You have nothing to lose now. It was Tozu. He made me do it.
This is...
What? You've been working with Tozu this entire time?
Such disrespect.
Me and her? Oh, please. If her plan was so secretly infiltrate the killing game, she wouldn't have given herself such an attention-grabbing ultimate title.
Rubbish.
I mean, seriously, ultimate liar? Talk about cheesy. No. Eva is just as much of a kidnappee as the rest of you. Another lie. So bad. Ooh. Shut up. You let her get away with breaking the rule. That's proof enough you're in cahoots.
Holy!
Eva broke the rules? Yeah. When she blew up school property. Oh yeah, she didn't get punished for that. And I was punished for chucking a rock at a camera? Eva was punished for destroying a whole generator.
Shit.
Maybe she didn't destroy it, she just shorted it. That's a good point, though. Eva the exception that rule's talking about? What? Desmond tapped the screen. With a few swipes of his finger, he located the rules. Everyone take a look at the second rule. Students are not allowed to vandalize killing game property, such as the camera and Tozu trinket. Exceptions may apply. Oh, that's sneaky. Dang. Oh, my voice. Sorry, as we were. Goodness.
Stop.
I haven't been doing much talking. I don't know my voice is going. Are you going to explain how? Are you trying to be a contrarian?
This looks bad.
If I had to make a guess, It's because Eva destroyed the generator while committing a murder.
What's all this about?
Are you saying Eva has special privileges? Like my pretty privilege? Sorry. I think it's more like her method of murder was what destroyed the generator. Meaning the generator is technically tied to Wolfgang's death.
Yeah.
Yeah, works for me.
Slow down.
Yo, that can't actually be the reason, can it?
I see.
Yes, and Mara is definitely not enjoying her day off. And if it were... I see. Eva believes she would count as an exception to the rule. Which is why she didn't take any steps to avoid destroying the generator.
What?
She risked getting shot in the head over something she just assumed?
That ain't it.
Nah. How confidently Eva executed the murder. She must have known for sure she wouldn't be penalized. How about it, Tozu? Never share that info with her?
Who? Me?
Desperate killers, much like a hungry seagull, ready to pounce upon the slightest crumb of substance. The mere implication of a loophole ignited their senses, and they, as desperate people always do, will shred their dignity in pursuit of confirmation. So to answer your question, yes, Eva approached me with the same question your friends are asking now. Yes, I confirmed her suspicions were true.
Not okay!
So it wasn't just a guess.
Pathetic.
Unfair. I mean, you could have asked too. Answer a reasonable question is far from unfair. Have you ever asked a professor help on an assignment? Sure, your professor won't do the work for you. But they'll happy to clear up any confusions you might have.
Then why did Eva say you made her kill Wolfgang?
Suppose you could say Eva and I made a deal. What kind of deal? A deal to begin the killing game. In exchange for agreeing to perform the first kill, she would receive a special perk. Traitor perk!
Holy!
She's making up stuff, dude. Is that the tablet Eva got? She refused to show it to us when asked.
Mind you, that a host cannot simply hand over a traitor perk to anyone who asks. For a student to be eligible for perk, they must first earn
That was
it.
very...
How do you earn it? I forget the voice.
You recall that little tidbit I shared with you about the pharmacy? You know, the one about the secret lurking inside? Well, very interesting secrets in here. Do your best to solve it. You need room temperature IQ, or higher. I imagine not many of you will succeed. Throw that burn in there. You're referring to the traitor perk. I was! Bah! When I said a very interesting secret was lurking, I meant quite literally. The only thing separating you from the perk was a few inches of stainless steel and a pin pad.
Oh my gosh, that big door I found tucked behind a shelf.
I see.
Was hiding the perk all along.
I'd have to figure out the password. She entered a bunch of random numbers with her math quirk or something, dude.
Well, I...
4-digit code of 1,000 potential combinations. Unless I've encountered unbelievable luck, the chances of her guessing the code in only a few days is unlikely.
How?
Then how'd you get access to the trader perk?
4 digits. How'd you get it? There's only one way to get the answer.
You gotta do the poster. The price in the pharmacy.
What poster are you?
Done.
Oh, he got it finally! Took you long enough. Yes, indeed. Hidden inside one of the pharmacy's rooms, a poster which reveals the code to the pin pad.
No.
How the poster revealed the code, though? It just said an absurd amount. No, that is important. None of the visuals made any sense. She just lied and said she didn't realize
Pathetic.
This is where you fell short of your mathematical gifted peer. With her keen eyesight and quick thinking, she saw the poster for what it really was. An equation. Oh, it wasn't just that simple. What? That's totally rigged. Excuse me? Every detail is deceitful. Those exclamations of grandeur may in fact be hints towards a certain something nature, and that large star standing in front of her. Are you serious? It was a math equation? It wasn't just, the answer wasn't just 10-10? Well, not that it matters anymore. The paths go to that precious pin pad is, after all, being changed as we speak. To quote the words of my parents, the road to freedom must always be paved with obstacles.
Fucking twisted!
A math equation? It's totally Eva's alley.
Told me you can understand the poster.
Quite a long face.
Of course she did. The equation is key to the traitor perk. And I got over would mean handing the perk over. The traitor perk was Eva's reward.
Anybody?
Wait, hold up. Back up, dude. You haven't explained that yet. What is the
I was ad-libbing before I looked at the text. He really just doesn't get it.
Who? Me?
I assure you, it's a very handy thing to have. You see, the trader bug allows the owner to access the school security cameras using a tablet. The tablet, of course, on Eva's person right now.
Damn it.
So I was right. You accessed the camera in the boiler room, which was how you saw Diana enter.
Oh, crud.
That was weird. Eva showed us the tablet, but I didn't think it was actually wired to school cameras.
But then...
The reason I saw the security camera light blinking in the boiler room is because Eva was watching me.
What?
Wait, they only turn on if somebody's...
Nonsense.
I haven't really noticed that yet.
How could you negotiate with your kidnapper? Why would you have any reason to trust him? I had no choice. Either take his deal, give myself a chance to escape, or would die here with the rest of you.
You.
That selfish attitude's the reason we ended up in this mess. Didn't we promise to make it out of here together? Yeah, but nobody trusted her. After what she pulled, she had no choice. She was backed in her corner. It's understandable, but we don't gotta like it. How to murder one of the only people who could have handled the situation. Might have made progress on escaping.
Hang on.
If I didn't kill, someone else would eventually. If they were in position right now, they wouldn't even admit to what they'd done. They'd cry and snivel to kill you. They wouldn't be honest like me.
Watch it. Yeah, you lied several times, actually. Honest or not, playing Tuzu's game was risky. You were trapped in a small space with witnesses everywhere. That's not a gamble you should have taken.
What a joke.
I had food, he had shelter. All we had to do was wait for eventual rescue from the Coca-Cola, lawyers. As we've established, they're on their way.
Stop it!
But I would have died first. It was obvious from the start. What was happening with Wolfgang. He was constant jeering at me over the few mistakes I'd made while the rest of you followed his lead. If a class trial ever happened with him around, he would have accused me of being the killer even without evidence. And you all would have believed it. Facts. Facts. Good motivation for your character.
Whoa.
That's not true.
Shut up!
Because of Wolfgang, I was isolated from everyone else. He turned me into an easy target. If I was murdered, well, you also kind of did it yourself. The rest of you even bothered to find out who killed me? There's no way you would. There's no way anyone would. You were all the worst. I hope you rot here. Oh, dump. Whoa. I ain't even got started on my character arc.
Really let me
I'm gonna have an arc. It's gonna be sick. You don't even know. Even if we had some rough spots, some of us still try to get along with you. During the gaming tournament, I was fine with you joining.
Ugh.
Baka. Come on. I'm cashing with the done. A few games are enough to forgive everything you did to me. Oh my god, that's vile. Do you actually care about me? None of you have never been anything to anyone. Huh? What do you mean? Was the whole playing the game console in the bathroom not wasn't a lie? Really is the same here as it is out there. I'm always the one people hate. Trauma dog. I didn't choose this talent. I was just doing what others wanted me to do. I was the prodigy student that adults wanted me to be. I thought I did everything right. I still kept getting judged. Everyone else around me resented me, hated me because they wanted the love I received. Dang, she's actually spitting facts, dude. Domp. If you excel even a little bit, and kids just hate your effing guts. What they thought was love. And despite all my hard work, the UTP turned me into something I never wanted to be. If I wanted to return normality, it'd be impossible. I'm stuck with this talent for life. Now, when I try to become something more than a sad joke, I have the realization that all my efforts were for nothing. Never could be anyone else. I'll never get what I deserve. Whoa. Jesus. I cared.
I don't understand.
I cared about you. I don't get it.
Why?
Why did you frame me? I care for you and stood up whenever I could.
Don't say that!
I wanted to be your roommate. I wanted to help you.
I don't want to.
Didn't mean anything. Oh, dang. Okay, dang. Just like crap on my dreams.
Why?
Still agree with everything Wolfgang said. No matter what he did to me, you kept supporting him.
Oh. Is that why you tried to frame me for his murder?
You deserve it. Oh my god.
No.
Whoa. Dinah let out a sob and nearly fell onto her podium. Jesus Christ, that's brutal. Luis ran over to Diana.
How can you believe that?
Why did you have to kill Wolfgang in front of her? That's so cruel.
Typical nerd behavior. It's not enough that I get away with murder. She obviously knew what she was doing. Both the cause and time of death were mentioned in the mock trial case. So it stands to reason why they would mention it here too. When Eva realized that, she tried to leverage it against us. Sure, receiving the little camera perk made it all too easy to time the murder.
Shut it!
Enough of this BS already. So Eva's a privileged little a-hole thinks her life sucks. Who cares?
Fuck you!
You took Wolfgang's life. The only thing you deserve is some comeuppance? Okay. I'll read that word a lot. I doubt she actually is telling the truth. Murdering someone because they lied about their inoffensive talent. Even she must know how ridiculous that sounds.
How can that be?
If Eva didn't kill Wolfgang because she was scared, then why'd she kill him?
Honestly?
Why else but to escape the killing game? I doubt any of us ever a threat to her. In fact, it was probably the complete opposite.
Shocking.
She thought she was smarter and better than all of us. That's why she thought she could win the trial.
My thoughts exactly.
I agree with Winona as usual.
In that case, do you reckon Eva killed Wolfgang because of his abilities as a lawyer?
She herself admitted. He would have suspected her if it was her or it was here. Clearly, Wolfgang was the best person to kill if she wanted to escape.
Nope.
And anyway, Eva isn't the only one who's vulnerable. There are people who are here with even weaker bodies and weaker minds. Anyone who's looking for an easy kill. Would anyone know to target them for? Oh yeah. If she just knocks out, you know, Jet, she's still gonna lose. They're gonna figure it out. Why don't she go for Damon then?
Well, I'm not good enough to try and kill?
It doesn't matter. Even if no one targeted me, I would have died first. How so? Because of the perk. Tozu told me that if I didn't use the perk to murder someone as soon as possible, I was going to die.
Oh my god.
What did you say?
What?
Nonsense!
Is that true, Tozu?
Who? Me?
Yeah.
Dude, no!
No, what? Tozu never told me the number of days I had left, just that I needed to kill soon. If I didn't kill soon, I'd die.
This isn't fair!
I had to do something. You can't blame me for that. If you were in my shoes, you'd done the same.
Worthless.
She got baited by a math equation. Jeez. It's your own fault. You were only in a situation because you took the perk.
No.
Tozu targeted me with the math puzzle. He offered me the perk when I was at my lowest. You guys were approached the same way and offered a chance to go home. You would have taken it.
Stop it!
You're just a bunch of hypocrites. You want to make me look like the villain. Feels bad about killing me. Killing her? That's right, how could I forget? The Blacken is uncovered.
Dumbass!
Enough. Sick of talking to scumbag. Get out. Get on with the execution.
How are they gonna do that? Oh my god. Alright, soap opera is entertaining, but realize it's time to change the channel.
Don't tell me you're actually going to.
The game has sound effects. I don't need to make them my own. All of a sudden, the elevator began to churn alive. Here she comes! The whir of machinery could be heard from the other side of the doors. Raw and loud, rhythmic, like a mechanical symphony.
The show must go on.
Do not virtuoise, ladies and gentlemen. Lots of the budget went into this. Ooh, what's gonna happen?
I don't.
What's going on?
This isn't happening.
Blood is rushing.
To the victor go the spoils. Hail the audible dead, avenged at last.
I don't deserve this.
She actually doesn't, though. She got baited. That's effed up. I feel like she was going to do it eventually.
If you hate me, I don't deserve this.
May our charitable justice inspire fear and humility with these wretched souls.
Don't kill me!
This isn't fair. I don't deserve to die. I deserve to live.
Nuh-uh. Stir the hearts and minds of all those bearing witness. Ready, everyone, let the show begin.
I want to live. I deserve to live. I'm going to live. I'm going to live!
What's your escape plan? What you got? It's actually... Wait. What'd they make this in? We're about to see something effed up, chat. Okay. Oh my god. Enjoy the show. For the record, I've never liked the executions. Oh my god, it's like a one-to-one recreation. You're kidding me. That is crazy. Oh my god, this must have took forever. Wow. Sorry, I'm gonna fall. I mean, I'm just gonna give up before that. Yeah, I don't know if there's gore in this. I mean, there is, because it's, you know, fiery furnace. Are they math themed? I mean, I don't know how you could have a math themed execution. I don't have to know. Just gonna try and outrun it? I guess that's all you can do. Oh my god, look at power of animation. Oh, Fred, that's just effed up. That was just gonna be Mara, like, just shooting her with a billion bullets. I guess not. What? Oh, she's a mathlete. I get it. Oh, that's effed up. Oh, that's so stupid. That's so evil. That is insane levels of production value. Oh my god. What's on the thing? I don't understand. I guess just like random pencils and stuff? Oh my god. Ah! Oh my god. Where'd the glass come from? I guess magnifying glass or something? She's about to tax. Oh my god. How many times I've said that? That is super creative, I gotta say. I could not make something like that. Oh, I don't want to look anymore. Come on. Hey chat, what's up? Who's gonna look at this Mario for? Huh? Wait, from the first one? I don't understand. What's going on? It's like a meta-narrative? What's going on with that? Oh my goodness. Ew. What? Oh. Wait, she's just a doll. Right. I remember that. Holy cow. I'm sorry. That solo's like so. Oh my god, he's broken, bro. This is the first one they saw. I just now hit me like, oh my god. Justified. The first outburst that was completely justified. Same for you.
I can't handle it.
Dude, my entire body seized up. Couldn't move a single limb. Not a single word. Me too, dude. I can't commentate this bullcrap. All I could do was stand and stare at my mind. A complete and total loss.
There's no way.
So that's what punishment entails. Let me go home, please.
Isn't this lovely?
No. Goodness, talk about a heated moment. Ever put up quite a fight. For a second there, she almost doesn't believe we underestimated her.
Moving on.
Just kidding.
Oh, be damned.
How can you do this? Forcing these innocent people to kill each other.
Terrible.
I know, it's a lot of hard work. So judgmental. Need I remind you that this is student-on-student warfare?
Get out.
Just shut up already. It's so rigged, too. Why, Eva? You just needed a friend. I could have been there. Why did you do this?
I can't believe it.
I think I'm gonna be sick. Don't even know what I'm feeling anymore. I don't want to die.
Oh, shit!
I'm totally gonna die here.
Can't be like this.
No one else is gonna die here. We're all gonna be okay. Come on, repeat it. I'm here and I'm okay.
No, how awkward. No one chimes in.
I can't. Well, we'll try again some other time. I'm here and I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm here and I'm okay, dude.
This is my reality. The fear of death had already been heavy on my shoulder ever since the killing game was announced. Now it's completely enveloped me.
I can't do it. I can't lie to myself again.
What?
It's all my fault.
I'm not okay. I'm never going to be okay. I could have changed things. I could have saved her. Wolfgang. If I just dragged him out of the water, I could have...
Oh my god, you're right. That would have ruined her entire plan. Then maybe he would have came to his senses, not stabbed. Oh my god. Well, then they just would have thought it was the headmasters.
Why didn't I save him?
Whoa!
Diana, you have no way of knowing what's going to happen next. He's wielding a knife. Did he really bring a knife for self-defense? Usually a comment like that would have gotten a rise out of Grace, but she stayed silent.
I can't let it end. Wolfgang's kindness, I can't let anyone forget.
It is how it is.
That goes without saying. I'm sure everyone will remember what Wolfgang did for us.
I've never thought of the lengths my talent can go. The ability to change others' appearance to the best version of themselves. I had always been someone else who sits in front of the mirror. I've never really put myself in that place. Where's this going? Are you okay, Diana? If I can't save Wolfgang, then at the very least... Maybe I can live for him.
Okay. I was about to say, like, holy dump.
Believe me.
You didn't do anything wrong.
Pardon me.
Diana. Diana. I can do this. I can fulfill the life he wasn't able to live.
Oh, okay. Oh my god. It actually has an arc. Huh? Different? Oh my god. Look at this. Jesus. Oh my god. Chills.
Like a chameleon, I will adapt.
Oh my god. Fire.
I'll follow in Wolfgang's footsteps and continue what he wasn't able to accomplish. I'll become something new.
Tears were running down Diana's face, but her expression, somehow she looked determined. I couldn't understand it. Despite everything she's been through, she was making some silly vow about continuing Wolfgang's legacy, acting like she's a hero from a storybook. This girl lost her mind? Oh my god, damn it. Someone else has main character syndrome, now you're like,
hold on.
Weirdo.
Wolfgang and Eva, neither of them deserve this. I won't let what happened to them happen to anyone else here.
We won't back down.
For both their sakes, I'll save everyone from the killing game.
You've got to be kidding me.
Take this seriously, will you? In real life, you don't get the, the OST backing you up. The backing track. Everyone's just like, cringe.
Can this get any worse?
Oh, God, I'm about to barf in this mask. Can you imagine how gross that would be? Seems your peers aren't much in the mood for heroic monologues, despite the theatrics.
Moving on.
Well, anyway, cringe aside, it's been a long day. The crime scene's already been cleaned up unless you have any further questions. You're all free to return to your dorms. So any further questions? Take that as a no.
Get lost.
Ingrates.
Now, where have I heard that one before? No seriousness, I'll take that as a no.
Good evening.
Till next time. Did I predict his dialogue? I might have. How else are you supposed to leave when you're posh? It's like last time Tozy walked over to the throne.
Isn't this lovely?
By the way, you're safe to ride the elevator back up. We set it back to default mode. What you glimpsed before was simply its punishment mode. We're gonna use that later. There's multiple modes in this elevator. Interesting. An ominous note. He was lowered underground. Guys, we should go back to our rooms. Aye. It's about time we draw this to a close. Good idea. They're gonna cliffhang us? I mean, they've already given us so much. People silently made their way to the elevator. Horror and despair etched on their faces. And a little bit of fear and anxiety, I reckon. It's clear today's events will not be easily forgotten. And then there was me. Everything I've been ruminating over. Devastating image of what had been plaguing in my mind. Wolfgang's murder. The trial. Eva dying right in front of me, swallowed by a pit of fire. It all retreated to the corners of my mind. The only thing I could focus on now were those 5 words. I'll follow in Wolfgang's footsteps. Oh, dump. She's just gonna be a menace just like him. Hearing those words come from Diana after everything that's happened. Seeing her raise her chin, act so tall and proud. Just like Wolfgang once did. Pissed me off. Damon rules, bro. She stole my spotlight. Bull crap. The hypocrisy of that. No, I'll just play it. Damon's such a little turd boy, bro. I love him. Eva dying, though. That is effed up. I cannot believe Toshiko lives another day. What the actual dump? Chat. I can finally talk to you. That was unbelievable quality. I'm not gonna hate on Kodaka, but that's better than Raincode. That is way better than Raincode. You gotta be effing kidding me. They were like, they played Raincode Chapter 3. They were like, oh, we're gonna dunk on that, bro. We're gonna dunk on this, bro. We the best! There's a credit song? Alright, let's check it out. We the best, baby! Carlito. I'm not gonna say what his names. You know who they effing are. Holy dump. An Otako. Composers killed that crowd, bro. My God. Jeez. Oh my God. Whoa. This is a lot of people. I thought it was like, you know, like maybe 20, but oh, maybe there's some duplicate names. But chat, how are we feeling? Raincode slander? I mean, that's just what my friend group does. We just make fun of Raincode because of all the barrels. This game didn't have any effing barrels. Do I have any constructive criticism? I really don't. I do regret not seeing some more of the free time events. We only did Ingrid's. Honestly, Ingrid's was the best, so I don't have... Nothing of value is lost, right? Wait, DMCA? Audio Jim? No, wait. Finger. Alright. I can't get spoiled anymore. Oh my God. Okay. Solid 8.5 out of 10. Come on, that's like 9 out of 10. Come on. This chat ruined me, bro. You can't trust anybody. Somebody said it like in the middle of the trial on Twitch, and I just wanted to like highlight it. But it was like, yeah, you the way the game design is structured, the tutorialization phase, right? Eva says, hey, I checked out all the rooms, there's nothing in it. You check it out, there is nothing in it. So you're like, the game narrative is getting you to trust this person. I was completely under the impression, okay, Ultimate Liar, sure. I mean, that's kind of like, we had Ultimate Yakuza. It's like, what are the classes gonna be like for that? Right? Yeah. Good trust with who the killer. I think so too. I generally. The spoilers in this chat was insane, by the way. Those naughty effing children. What is wrong with you? Where are your parents? What is going on? Why would you spoil me? I know I'm the most evil YouTuber on the planet, and you want to ruin my content. But you couldn't stop me. I figured it out by myself. Because I'm a genius. And you'll never be able to spoil me ever. If you're gonna like, actually, like... You can't spoil me on Persona. You can't spoil me on Metaphor. You can't spoil me on anything. I've played them all. I've played every video game now. I'm unbeatable. Okay, I need to stop. Some of my 28th graders. 28 8th graders. Anyway, we get a super chat. I don't know all the time yet, but people that super chatted, thank you so much. I'm working on stuff right now. I mean, it seemed kind of rude that I was like, you know, like rushing to like beat it. Does that look like I'm running? I don't know. Anyway, phenomenal. Should we stream it again and check out all of the FTEs? I don't know. I think I've already, like, you know, made so much content on this. I would feel awful if you didn't check out the game yourself and experience that content. I think that's like, you know, what it's for. I wonder if like how many people have FTEs, because that's a lot of writing to do. But first link in the description. Please check them out. Follow them on Twitter. If you watch it here and you're like, I don't want to play the game yet, at least follow their works. And if they like, you know, tweet out some fan art or something of your favorite character, retweet that. Like, this is a phenomenal, just like, dude, fan game. I did not know a fan game could be on this level of quality. That is nuts, bro. And that's how she pissed me off. Oh my God, dude. The audacity to make an unlikable main character. And they pull it off, as far as I'm concerned, that rocks, bro. Do FTEs. They're free play events on YouTube. I mean, I'm not gonna like react to them. Can we Toshi goes the mastermind? Just watch 2 minutes Danganronpa on YouTube. Want to do her own killing. Did Damon show Wolfgang's blackmail? He didn't show all of it. We didn't get a lot of character. Yeah, free game, by the way. Free game. I bought games with less content than this. Just saying. There are 2 to 4 FTEs for everyone so far, I think. And then they just have 2 more and they're done. Hopefully the next chapter doesn't take 2 years to story's peak. I mean, if it takes 2 years to get this level of quality, I mean, dude, I literally could not.
You're no match for me.
Thanks for the super chat. Thank you. Every S user is so go to check them out when you can. Okay, I will. Is it just more sad backstory how she was bullied and stuff? I don't know if I can handle that, Chad. I'll be honest. Do you think this beats out Chapter 1 in any of the mainline games? It is absolutely better than Chapter 1 in V3. Because V3 has a similar structure, but this is more interesting and more detailed. However, I will say these are very tough things. However, I think that's what Raincoat's biggest flaw was. I'm not trying to dunk on them to make this better, but I need to finish the sentence somehow. That game was so effing easy. Like, even a child could figure out which is probably what this appeals to Danganronpa fans and Ace Attorney fans that are like, dang, we want, you know, what's the next level? That's my honest take. I wouldn't change anything about the difficulty. I'm also just streaming it and like sleep deprived, so like, that's one thing. Who's your favorite character, Johnny? It's literally Ingrid. And I'm not like, oh, she's so muscly, like she's just nice and charming. And I don't know, she's sick. As far as like narrative wise though, it is Damon. Damon crushes this game. He is so compelling. Also, chat. Late January, February, we're going to stream something else. Please, I need to plug my Twitch account. If you watch my YouTube stream, my Twitch stream that I'm going to do, if you like this game, it'll be in the same ballpark. It's something I'm working on. It's original stream content that I'm putting a lot of work into. Please, hit me a follow. I stream pretty irregularly, but yeah. Are you guys cool with just like talking? Like, I don't know, I'm fired up. I know like a lot of you are like, okay, it's done. I'm gonna see the next person, but frick, dude, that was awesome. Play Danganronpa another. Think about it. I'm so behind your metaphor let's play. Ain't going anywhere. Damon's Adam and Eva is Eve. Does it mean Tozu is Satan? Well, he does have the goat motif, so that is like a reference to Baphomet, which I mean, I guess you could have that as your Satan allegory. I wonder how many people didn't realize I was joking about the Chinese zodiac. Like, Johnny, there's no giraffe in the Chinese zodiac. I miss Ichiban. I'm sorry, bro. So want to talk about this chapter? I do too. Like, chat, maybe this is just because I'm like a nerd and I don't get out a lot. But my favorite thing about the movies is not going to see the movie. It is the after movie talk. Endgame, the after movie talk for that, we talked for like 3 hours. I was like, that was one of my favorite moments of my like adulthood, genuinely. It was the giraffe, Johnny. There's no Chinese giraffe. Is there? This type of discussion does not fit this backing track. What can I say? You're a reference to Baphomet? That is very rude. I don't have a goatee. Do I? I don't know, actually. No one taught me to shave, chat. Just for the record. Damon's the snake, though? How cool would it be if there's just an evil protagonist? Let's go down that plot. Oh my god, what if that's what they're doing? It's like Damon is evil, and chapter 5 or whatever, he will get his comeuppance, and you play as Diana or somebody. JohneAwesome, I love you, man. Thank you. You followed on Twitch, and you subscribed on Twitch Prime, so checks out. Thank you very much. Bro, I related Diana way too much. Sorry to hear that. I guess you want to be friends with everybody? I don't know. Sadly, chat, I hate to say it, I relate a lot with Damon. If you want to know what I was like around the circa, Paper Mario Let's Plays, I was a dick. I was mean. I was a very prideful youth. What can I say? Am I still? I'll never tell. But I'm like, dude, this is like cringy because it's relatable. I acted just like him. I mean, I still like made jokes constantly, but I was just like, I'm so better than this. You know what I mean? Like, maybe some fellas can chime in, I'll just play as Kai in the end. That would be crazy. If Kai gets an arc, oh my god. Thinking Damon is the Junko be diabolical. Damon is never wrong. It's true. How could that work, though? Damon's so real. I think he's just... I want more backstory on him. I feel like we're never going to get that. Maybe. Kill Cur is coming soon. I don't know what these games are, chat. Yeah, I'm working on stuff. It pains me to admit. And I'll probably like cut this out of the VOD when it goes up. But I've been working on some stuff. I'm not gonna lie, the holidays have been messing with me. I'm trying to make, you know, we haven't done a lot since the Metaphor video or the Metaphor finale. I'm trying to retool my content as much as I love doing like, you know, standard LP content for you guys. It just doesn't feel like enough anymore. And I know this is like emo and it's like right before Christmas, but I really want to try and just like go all in on really high production value videos. I always feel like I have like at max 48 hours to make a video, and it's just like you can't make your best material in 48 hours unless it's improv comedy, right? Which is what we do. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, I've started like taking like writing scripts seriously and stuff, and working on 2 big things. And I have to like, it's technically 3 big things. No, okay, it's a filler video, it's a tier list, and another list, and then like my magnum opus, which is something I'm very passionate about. I might get laughed off the internet, but I want to try it, and this game has definitely inspired me in some way. But that is all I got, because I have to pee. Thank you, Olenko. Thank you. You've all been wonderful. You know, the benefit of streaming this is I get to look at the live stream chat and ban all the people that are trying to spoil me. Oh goodness, won't that be fun? It's like a teacher grading papers. You all gone. Anyway, peace out. Hopefully we'll have a video real soon. See you next time, okay? Bye-bye. Where'd I throw my phone? I can't find it. Where'd it go?